Hello, everyone, and welcome to Hotline League Live. We've got fans filtering in right now. The gates just opened, Mark. No, you're good. We can hear you. I can hear you. You're not going out. They can't. The audience cannot hear you yet. This is something that I have planned for quite some time to prevent Mark Zimmerman from being able to be heard by the fans, but we will get that in a second. I do think you're coming through. Twitch chat will let us know. We can't hear Mark. Twitch can't hear you either. This is fantastic. I'm going to... Oh, not that one. Don't do that. I will hand you this microphone, and you can say your shtick right now.
I don't think I have much of a shtick to say. Hello, fans. This is really cool. The last time we did this was 2018, 2019? Spring 2019. So it's been years since we've done a live Hotline League. So I'm really excited to get fans up, get questions live. And I already heard a Cat for Kobe live. So, you know, it's going to be a great show.
I'll take the microphone back now. This is good. Maybe we should just stick with one microphone if we can. Okay. Yeah. We'll get you figured out in a second. But for all of you that are watching online, shout out to all of you. We are at the Grubhub stage in FanFest, and I want to give a huge shout-out to Grubhub for making Hotline League Live happen. We love doing this, and it's fantastic. And we already have a bunch of people that are filtering in right now to watch the show, which is fantastic as well. So we actually have some guests that are going to be joining us soon. Mark is on his phone because he's tweeting, because he messed up beforehand.
Well, I was going to say, and I don't have a microphone, but now I do.
You're
so now
live,
there's
yes.
more of an obligation for me to interact with you.
Yes, fantastic. I'm glad to have you here. Okay, so Mark, how have you found Houston so far?
My hotel room has been great. That's about... I've been in the hotel. I went to Taste of Texas last night. That's the only, we
got an audience member who's
one person
screaming.
really
Yes.
likes Taste of Texas.
Yeah.
It was good.
Yes.
It's really, really good.
Was it recommended to you, or how did you end up there?
Azael put it all together. Well, all the casters went. If you look at, I think Kobe's
Instagram.
Is it Kobe's Instagram?
Yes.
Yeah, there's a picture of all of them with these massive tomahawk steaks,
Yes.
and then Emily Rand is holding this little center cut fillet.
Yes. Why were you not in that picture?
Well, there was two tables, and so there was the testosterone table plus Emily Rand, and then there was me, Gabby, Ashley. Talent manager, some other people. Yeah,
Gotcha. Okay. There was the kids table.
There's the kids table.
The kids table. Fantastic. Well, what are you looking forward to most this weekend? Because this is obviously the first time you and I have been able to be at a live, not just Hotline League Live, but we are back.
Yeah.
Are you guys excited in the audience to be back?
I hope that comes through well in the microphone.
Yeah,
it sounds good. It sounds really good.
It sounds good.
And I hope
It's
it comes
fantastic.
through well on Twitch chat.
Twitch chat, let us know. Let us know if you can hear that.
This is about all I'm looking forward to this weekend. It's all downhill after this.
Yes.
Analyst desk, the games, couldn't care less about.
Oh, great. So you're just here for
Hotline League with
Live.
Grubhub, the
Yes.
only thing I care about.
Yes, fantastic. I assume most of these people will leave the event after the show is done.
Of the
They're not staying for the
18,000
games.
tickets available, I think 10,000 were for us.
For us, yes, for
Yeah,
Hotline
yeah.
League Live. That's fantastic, yes. And, I'm sure that Riot loves that you're promoting the event that way.
Yeah, everyone go home
Yes, yes. What you'll do is you'll be on this, and you'll say, I'm just here for this. And then you'll go on the analyst desk, and you'll be like, I'm just here for the analyst desk. Who cares about Hotline League Live? That was all done. Are you finally done with your tweet?
No, because I had to redo it because I accidentally plugged my own Twitch channel instead of yours.
Yeah, Mark put his own Twitch channel in. Right now, we're just you and I are hanging out for a couple more minutes before we bring a guest on because we want more and more fans to filter in. Doors opened right as we started doing the show, and I see a bunch of people coming in. It's standing room only here right now.
Standing room only. When do you want me to do the spiel about how this is going to work? Should we hold off until some more people filter in before we talk about how people can get on?
In about 2 minutes, we'll let everyone in the audience know how they can come on. I think that's Natural Ninja, by the way. That's right in the middle.
Oh.
With a thumbs up. A long-standing Hotline League viewer. Love to see it. Also, you guys, this Grubhub, situation right here, it's a bench that you can all sit on. So if you would like to sit on the Grubhub bench, not everybody needs to stand. There we go. Fantastic. Now we're filling it in. It's very nice. It looks fantastic. Man, there's a ton of people. Have you had a chance to look at any of the booths yet?
No, I didn't do anything fun yet.
Okay.
Yesterday was just like rehearsals and read-throughs and getting ready for the big show.
Are you excited for the show? How do you think it's going to be?
I think it's going to be sick. I don't know if anyone's had a chance to look at the stage yet. I think they tweeted a picture
They
out.
tweeted a picture. The
But
stage
the
looks
setup
awesome.
is sick.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's right on the other side of us, so we're on the back side of the stage, and so right behind us is where all the action's going to be in just a short time. So very, very excited for that. Also, love to see the hype train in Twitch chat. You know.
Oh, you got some primes you got to shout out?
I will not, unfortunately.
Subject all the live
I
audience
will
to
not
Twitch
be.
primes.
I will not be shouting out the subs on this episode. But I do
Yeah,
appreciate
you
it.
guys want to get on the show, all you have to do is submit a donation on Twitch chat, and Travis will,
Yes, just actually, or in Twitch chat, or in person. Just come up with a $50 bill.
with your note.
Oh,
and then-
5? No, I was going to say 50. Okay.
Okay.
So, Mark Zimmerman, do you want to explain how we're going to have live takes from people in the audience?
Yes, and if I get anything wrong, tell me.
I will correct you, yes,
Yeah.
because
So-
we were workshopping this a bit. There's somebody who's going to be on the show very shortly.
Oh, yeah, there's Steve.
Yes. Steve, Twitch chat, good to see you.
We'll get Steve on in a second. So the way this is going to work is we have our producer going to have a bag with note cards. They're
Yes.
going to pass them out. You can take
Luke
your notes.
is waving his hands in the middle
Luke,
right now.
Luke,
See him?
Luke in the middle is the guy to talk to about getting a note card and a pen, submitting your takes to him. At some point in the future, he will
bring those up to us.
He will bring those up to us. I don't know if we'll give
So
a chance.
please write your name down.
Write your name down and your take, because I will then say, blah, 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 Fartmaster, come on stage
Yes.
and join us. And there's a little area for you to sit over there to maintain social distancing with your own microphone. You'll ask your question, and we'll have a guest up here in the future, and we'll respond to you. We can have a little back and forth. One question for you, Travis.
Yes.
Will we continue to take takes over the course of the episode, or
we're going to flow with it.
we're gonna move? We're just gonna go.
We're going to see what happens.
Okay. Should we announce some of the guests so people know who to target questions to?
Oh, yeah, I guess.
Because that's what I was thinking.
Let's here. I will just tease it. We've already seen Steve, so he'll be on in just one moment. But if you have any other questions for anybody who's in charge of evil geniuses or in charge of the
100 Thieves.
roster,
Yeah.
you can think about that. But mostly-
Each team will have a representative
Yes.
if things go well, or
Yes.
they might just not show up. We'll
yes,
see.
yes. Well, we already know at least one of them is here, so that's good. Okay, so again, if anybody has any questions you'd like to have on the show or any takes, Luke is over there. He's going to wave his hand one more time so that we can get it going. But it does look like the audience is filling up. One thing I just want to say is I have the same hairstylist as Bjergsen, and I think she's done a fantastic job because the shot of you has a wonderful shot of the back of my hair, and I've never seen it, and it just looks fantastic, Mark. There's one person that just said woo for that.
Congratulations. Yeah, well,
Thank
I don't
you.
know what the appropriate response is. Like, yeah, dude, sick flow.
Should we get Steve on?
I think so. So we stop talking about your hair.
Yes. He's currently talking to some Team Liquid fans over there, but if
All
we
right,
could
I'll
please
go, I'll
get
go harass him.
Liquid. You can't go down there, actually.
I'm going to go stand over there and yell.
Liquid Steve, Steven, please come to the stage. There we go. He's coming. Oh, we got Steve Chance coming up from the audience. This is fantastic. Awesome. Steve, you're going to sit on the couch next to Mark. Hopefully,
How's it
we've
going,
got a
dude?
microphone flying in
I don't
for you
know.
right
Oh,
now.
there it is.
Yes. Fantastic. Welcome, Steve. Everybody get a round of applause for Steve.
Thanks, everybody. That's very nice.
Welcome to the show, Steve.
Thanks
How are you
for
doing? What's it
having
been like
me.
so far?
Good to see you.
Yeah, it's good to see you, too.
Good to see you.
Make sure you're pointing the microphone right here because it's a little soft right now.
Direction? Okay.
Ooh, there you go.
Yes,
Yes.
fantastic.
Hello, everybody.
How's the event been for you so far?
I've had a lot of fun. So we just did like a live stream and walked to every one of the fan booths just to kind of get like a vibe of what was going on. And some of them are honestly pretty creative. I like what they're doing.
I liked EG's touch grass one.
Yeah, it's pretty.
I
funny.
know I shouldn't say that because you're Team Liquid, but I thought that was a clever one.
It's pretty clever, and it's real grass, which is like kind of interesting. But there's also real flies flying
Oh,
around.
sick, yeah. You get real grass stains.
Yeah, exactly. So.
What is it like for you to be back at a live event after so long and to know your players are going to be playing on stage in just a short time?
I think it feels amazing because of each and every one of you guys and gals. I mean, this is so sick. It just reminds me of like when we were in St. Louis and in Madison Square Gardens. I'm just like beaming with excitement and energy, and I feel the love, and I'm feeling happy. I don't know. Yeah, it's cool.
It's so good to be back, and I'm just excited to see you guys face off against EG in just such a short time, couple hours from now. Mark, you're on the analyst desk. Do you know what everyone's predictions are yet?
We haven't gone over them,
okay.
but I have a strong feeling that Team Liquid is the favorite. But I'm not going to tell you what mine is.
Oh, are you think it's EG?
I don't know, man.
You fucking traitor.
I can be swayed still. I don't know. I don't know how quick our graphics can change, but you can sway me. Maybe I'll hit them up.
I mean, scrims are going really well. Uh-oh, that's not working.
No. Scrims
That's
looking
the
great.
anti-argument.
Yeah.
Well, if we could get the note cards up on stage, if Luke wants to run those
Luke!
over to us.
Oh, there he
yes. Thank you.
Luke.
Pass those off. I'll talk to Steve a little bit while you read through some of those
Sure.
and see if there's any that you think would be good to have. With
I like your outfit, Travis.
Thank you.
You did a good job on
Yes.
wardrobe.
I've got Twitch socks on. I don't think
Ooh.
we can get a shot of those, but
They're nice.
I'm trying to get fancy for this. Steve, what are your predictions for today?
My predictions, I think it's going to be a close series. Honestly, no cap. I think it's going to be a close series. I think it could go either way. I think we have the advantage going in. But I think a lot is going to depend on Ben pick. And hopefully it doesn't go as bad as it did in the 100 Thieves series. Yeah, no fucking Lucian
into
into Ornn.
I feel like right now from you.
Say it again.
A lot of confidence. Okay, so
No, I mean, I'm being for real. I think EG showed up in the series that we played against them. I thought it was an amazing series. I think they played really well. I think we played average. I think if we show up today, it will be easy if we show up today. And I think the mindset matters. And so far, so good. The guys are in good spirits. They feel good. We were a little bit worried after the 100 Thieves game, how it was going to impact the team. And I think it fueled them. I think the guys were like, oh my gosh, we lost. We're not supposed to lose. And what are we going to do about it? We're going to rally. We're going to rally, and we're going to train, and we're going to talk about the game. And I saw them rally, and we're going to see today if that works out.
That's awesome. I mean, I'm excited. I mean, the last game series was obviously awesome to see it go so far, and so I'm sure you would love the 3-0 for TL, but I think a lot of people would like to see 5-game series today. So hopefully we get a lot of great stuff. Mark, have you seen any takes yet that you want?
I have
pull?
one that we can use right now if you want.
Yeah, let's.
I
go ahead and
also
do it.
have a funny one that I don't think I'll pull, but I just wanted to read it for Steve.
Yes.
This is from Brandon. I think it's Alvarez. Core JJ is the problem for Team Liquid. Ayla was an anchor for the team and allowed the other lanes to focus on themselves.
Oh.
Core JJ was the problem, by the way.
Well, I will say, I think Ayla is the second best support in the entire league. LCS and Academy, no cap. I believe that. I know that. Ayla is a shot caller. If you don't hear the comms, right? You obviously don't hear the comms, but he's shot calling the games. He's calling all the sums, he's calling all the engages, he's calling all the trades, he's before team fights calling all flashes, he times everything, he does all the macro calls, he does rotation. The guy has learned so much, and his mechanics are on point. And his attitude is amazing. He's so positive, and the fact that my guess is he'll be on an LCS team in a very short amount of time.
This is if any interested teams would like to reach out to Steve about a buyout for using this to just market your
Shilling for Ayla.
Yeah, he's like, yeah, we got a lot of great players.
No, but it's going to depend on where Ayla wants to go. For real, he's not going to want to go to a team.
Oh, okay.
I won't say.
So Immortals reached out, but he wasn't interested.
Wait, Immortals is in the league?
Oh.
Hey, Ignar just joined them. Didn't you see that report?
Sorry.
Oh boy.
Okay, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. There's one Immortals fan out there.
Well, they don't.
Yeah, one guy.
They don't have a booth here, so you would be remit. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Maybe the art.
You're right. There's no booth.
Yeah. No Immortals booth.
So the first person I was going to pull was Dominic Ward. If you are here still, Dominic Ward.
Is it Dominic Ward?
Dominic Ward.
W-A-R-D.
Yeah, Dominic.
If I can read.
Dominic
Dominic's a
Ward,
great
are
name.
you here in the audience?
Dominic.
Dominic.
Oh, here
Dominic
we go. He's
Ward.
Oh, there he is.
There he is.
He wandered
Guy
off.
with the EG, touch the
He
grass,
wandered
sunglasses.
off.
Come on up here to the front of the
Come up-
stage.
come up on stage.
You are the next contestant.
Sit
While
on the
he gets
hamburger.
settled, Steve, I'll also say there's a lot more EG cards in here.
There is. Well,
Yeah,
I guess
where-
we need Nicole here then.
I was gonna say, where are your fans? I thought
Nicole,
Team
where's
Liquid was supposed
Nicole?
to sit- No.
She'll be here soon.
Our fans are right here.
Spoilers. Okay, hello, Dominic. Welcome to the show. Where are you here from?
Denton, Texas.
Denton, Texas. How far away is that?
Like 4 hours.
4 hours away. Okay, so did you drive in this morning?
No, we came in last night. I actually bought my hotel and tickets for this event last night. I was supposed to get my wisdom teeth out last night.
Oh my God, what happened?
Insurance kind of screwed me.
Oh, I'm so
this
sorry
is
to hear
better.
that.
It's more fun.
Yes. Well, I'm glad you were able to make it, even if unfortunately you couldn't be doing other fun things like getting your wisdom teeth taken out. What did you want to talk about on the show?
I wanted to say that I do believe that if Team Liquid win today, they're winning MSI.
Oh wow! Wait, so if they so
Hot
if they
take,
win
baby.
today, so that means you think that it's going to be more difficult for them to beat EG than 100T?
I think that EG is a lot more of a kind of iffy matchup as far as if you look bot lane specifically. Danny has the chance to 1v9. Danny's a very, very good player, but on the opposite side, I feel like, Liquid, very stable. Hans, amazing bot laner. You cannot argue with that. I feel like he's the stable one. Danny is the potential hyper carry.
Yeah. Have you
No.
have you heard of T1?
I have. I like T1. T1's very good. Faker's an amazing player. Owner is a fantastic jungler. Gumi Yusi, fantastic bot lane. But I do think that playing on 30+ ping is going to be something different for them. I think that is going to be something that will help players that are used to 30-ish ping from EU. Whippo, Hans, even Bjerg back in the day. So, stuff like that I think may influence it. I may be blowing it out of proportions, but at the end of the day, I think TL has a chance.
We finally have the ping advantage. Is what I'm hearing.
Yeah, finally, the ankle weights are coming in handy.
Is that your plan, Steve? Did you know in the future, did an oracle tell you that there would be like a ping situation? So you're like, let's get all the Europeans onto Team Liquid this year.
Exactly, that's what happened. Actually, I was on the plane flying to Houston. I was watching The Matrix, and the Oracle said that to me while I was on the plane.
Fantastic.
I hope it wasn't Resurrection. You're watching the new Matrix?
The new Matrix.
Anyways, moving on.
It was a little tacky.
Okay. Okay, let's get to Dominic's take here, Mark.
Okay.
If Team Liquid wins today, do they win MSI? This is the perfect Hotline League take. I love Dominic coming on and giving this is the.
I love you,
this is the
Dominic.
we
perennial
needed
Hotline
something
League
fun
take.
early, man. We needed something fun.
Yes.
You can finally put a face to these kinds of takes. It's Dominic Ward. No, I think it's quite the leap to go from beating EG to T1. I think there might be a little bit more experience. No shade to EG.
Yeah, Jojo, Pion, and Faker around the same.
Yeah, around
yes.
the same.
Yeah.
Carria and Vulcan,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
same. Yeah.
Yes.
But I think I actually have the opinion that 100 Thieves will be like the biggest test. In finals, I think they're actually really good. So if you guys do make MSI, you'll have to have beaten 2 really good teams. That looks good, but I'm actually I'm a little nervous for Team Liquid.
I'm not nervous. I can understand because you haven't seen the team, and the team is energized. They're motivated. They're hungry. I think the loss has inspired them. I think that they went to a new place, and they're unlocked. Like there's like a beast like within them. Like I've seen them just try hard this last week or so. So I think you're going to see a Team Liquid that is going to change your fucking mind.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm glad you made this because we will also do if you guys lose today, we'll just use this clip and then I'll put it out there and get great views. So it'll be fantastic.
So clickbait.
Okay. But to Dominic's point, if you guys win today, you guys win MSI, right? That's how that works.
I mean, we're going to ride that momentum. They need to change it from 30 ping to 60 ping, but So, no, for real, I mean, that will be a challenge, but not one that is impossible.
Okay. Well, very good. I'm going to say that I think you might be a little bit ahead of it We'll see. I mean, it will be a very interesting MSI. Obviously, we're here for finals, but MSI this year is going to be really interesting. I'm excited to see it. It's in a very short time, so it's not going to take too long for us to find out. But either way, thank you for your take. Anything you want to shout out while we have you on stage?
Shout out Travis Gafford Industries for
Thank you.
being here, putting this on for us. Shout out Riot Games for assisting him with that. Steve, shout out to Team Liquid. I hope you guys go all the way. And shout out to the fans, guys. I'm glad we're back.
Woo! Let's go!
Nice to see you. Thank you so much for coming on the show. Hope you have a good time. Sorry about the wisdom teeth, but hopefully this works out. All right. Is it time to call our next guest on stage, Mark?
Sure.
I think so. I don't know where she is, but I've been told that somewhere out there, Nicole is here, and we can have her sit down next to Steve.
Okay,
I'll
and
Nicole,
have
where's
this conversation. She's coming from the EG booth, so let's see if we can
You
fit
want,
three
you want
people.
To squeeze or you want me to just stand?
No, you can you can squeeze.
I can take the guest spot.
Yeah, steal. Actually, maybe we can get one of the.
No, it's fine.
We got room.
it's
We got
Nicole.
room. Welcome, Nicole, to the stage. Nicole, you'll be sitting next to Steve, and the two of you guys. That was. Yeah, there we go. Welcome to the stage, Nicole.
Welcome.
Hey.
What's it?
Woo! EG!
We were. Mark was getting takes, and he says there's a lot of EG takes. So
Mostly EG topics.
mostly
Nice.
EG
EG
topics.
Oh no.
Yes. So I don't know if they're positive or negative, but Nicole, how have you enjoyed the event so far?
It's amazing to be here. Thank you all the fans for showing up in person, and I know it's great. The energy's been fantastic.
I see your booth from here.
Oh yeah,
What is
please go to the EG booth. You can touch real grass, gamers. We brought the outside in just for you for a great photo op.
fantastic? Glad to see the setup. I'm sure a lot of these folks haven't touched grass in some time, so that's nice of you to do that. Okay, so Steve was saying he thinks that the game is going to be very close today, but he is or the match, but he is confident in Team Liquid. What are your predictions, Nicole?
So I would agree with Steve. I think the games will be close. He has a lot of veteran, tenured players on your team, and we have a lot of hungry, ambitious North American upstarts where we have the mechanical skill and the brains, but needing to gel as a group has taken us time over this split, but I'm confident we're going to win.
Yeah. Okay. There you go. Mark, before we get into any questions, do you have anything that you want to ask Nicole?
I don't know about ask, but I will say that I'm predicting EG to win today.
Thank
Oh,
you,
now you
Mark.
say it.
Yeah. Please don't make me feel really dumb sitting next to Steve saying that.
That's okay.
Okay.
We got you, Mark.
Yeah, please win.
Well, I love that you wouldn't give the prediction, whatever it was, just Steve up here. But now that Nicole's here, you've got
Yeah,
backup.
now that he's sandwiched
peer
by
pressure,
EG
yeah.
fans.
Yeah.
Well, it's about to get worse for Steve because the next person up is Dan Zor.
There we go. There
yeah,
we go.
He's been on the show quite a few times. Remember him from Hotline League Miami?
Yes,
there?
he was at our very first live Hotline League. Go ahead and take a seat on the hamburger delivered by Grubhub. That hamburger. Welcome to the show. Where are you calling, or where are you here from?
I actually started living in Houston about 5 months ago.
Oh, fantastic!
So,
In anticipation of this event.
yeah.
Well,
Only
that's
for this
dedica-
event I moved here.
That's dedication. Well, welcome to the show. Do you want to introduce yourself? You were, again, as we said, one of our first guests on our first live Hotline League. So
Yeah, to go back in time a little bit, I look a little bit different than back then. But
different haircut.
Yeah. Budget Afro Ollie gave me her 100 Thieves jersey, and I was the only person in Miami that had a 100 Thieves jersey outside of staff. And so people were lining up at the venue for my autograph. And then I turn around like, we're here for your autograph. I'm like, I'm not Afro
Oh my gosh.
like,
Well, I noticed you are today not wearing a 100T jersey.
no.
Okay, you could have worn it because you.
I
Still
could have. Tomorrow.
So why Team Liquid jersey?
Well, I had a Team Liquid jersey, but my take is actually about EG.
Okay. Here we go. Go ahead and share it.
Yeah, so my take is if you're here tonight or online and are not cheering for EG, you're not a fan of the LCS or any League of Legends.
Yes!
You're only a LCS fan if you're an EG fan, is your take.
Yes.
Okay. Do you want to elaborate?
Yeah, I think this playoffs has really made me a fan of EG. I know I'm wearing a TL jersey. I'm, probably get an EG jersey.
Are there EG jerseys available for purchase at this event? Because maybe he should. Okay.
There are.
Okay, so you could go. Maybe you should don a different jersey because
I didn't have time. I didn't have time.
Go.
But
continue.
To continue, it's just been so impressive to see just NA homegrown talent perform. When Peter Dunn a couple months ago really believed in JoJo Pion and didn't go Jizuke or Jensen, I thought he was crazy. But he really proved everyone wrong. We really believe in JoJo and believing in Danny as well. And it's been so impressive to see them play in the playoffs that I think, TL might have to be a little bit scared today of how hungry they might be.
Okay, gotcha. Well, maybe, Mark, if you want to grab a mic, we'll get your take before we throw it over to our pundits.
So you were saying that people should be fans of EG for the NA talent, but does that also mean that you're expecting them to win, or were you just saying that people should be fans for EG for that reason?
Well, I am expecting them to win, but I think it's also just from the fact that this EG roster, the TL roster has got to be worth 2, 3 times, 4 times the amount being paid for them. So
do you guys want to reveal the budgets right now, and we can do some math? Okay, sorry.
So to see this team, just the underdogs perform today, and NA talent, it's just I don't see how you can not root for EG today.
And do you think people should root for them tomorrow too? I assume.
100 Thieves is probably going to win.
Oh boy. Okay. Okay.
All right.
But I think for the first time if they get to the finals or when they get to the finals, I think it's still a great finish for organization and the players as well for the experience.
I will say, even though I'm predicting EG to win, I do think TL are the favorites. I would say if everything goes as you would expect, Team Liquid should win. I think top to bottom, the roster is just insanely stacked. And there's a concern with the crowd and in a big venue for the first time, JoJo and Danny not having that experience, being younger, the moment getting to them, underperforming, going for risky plays or pulling back too much. I think there's a lot of ways that TL could just shit on them.
I asked you not to curse, and
did
you made it halfway.
I don't remember that.
Yeah.
I don't remember that request. I think there's a lot of ways that Team Liquid actually just stomps the series and it's not close. But I am expecting, from what I've seen from them in interviews and over the year of watching them, that they're not the kinds of players to get shy in that moment. Inspired, Vulcan, and Impact obviously have been there before. So, but I actually am surprised to hear when I was going through the cards, there's so much EG stuff. I was I thought Team Liquid were massive favorites coming into this.
Yeah,
Do you like the favorites?
I'm not sure. Actually, I haven't caught up on Reddit. I'm not sure. Okay, let's just do a quick show of hands. This is the best way to do it, right? If we're gonna find out. Okay, who thinks Team Liquid is going to win? Raise your hand. Okay, you do
Nicole?
yours.
Oh, okay. I can do mine now.
Yeah.
Let's go, EG fans! Woo!
It looks pretty
doesn't it?
split, honestly.
I saw more hands for Team Liquid. So it looks like maybe a 60-40. I don't know.
That's where you want to bet it? Maybe.
I don't know.
We'll see. There's probably some 100 Thieves fans in here that are just, they're like, whatever, we'll wait till tomorrow.
No, I think, okay, my real take.
Yes.
My real take is that I think Impact is a sleeper. I love Impact. I think he's amazing, and he's a really good player. We've worked with Impact for years. I love him as a player. I think he's clutch in playoffs. I think he's going to be a force. And we know what is the meta for top lane, so I think he can have a really big impact on the game. You see what I did?
Yes.
And so there's that. I think JoJo, I think this is his first IRL event, right?
It is.
His first IRL event. I think he's going to shit the bed. Is my take. I think he's going to overplay or underplay. The stress is going to get to him, and I love JoJo because I want him to do well. That whole storyline for me was motivating. I was like, we got a new star in the league. Let's go, and he just needs more time. So I think this is not the year for him, but I think maybe in a year from now he'll be legit. So that's my
It's fair.
that's my take. And then on the TL side, I feel like Hans and Core came to fucking play today. They came to fucking play. They are going to smash. And I saw it in their eyes this morning. I don't know. I think our bot lane is just superior. And Bjerg, Bjerg is clutch. Like, in a playoff setting, how many playoffs has he been in? Every single one of them? You know, like, the guy knows how to control the moment. How, like, after, like, let's say we lose a game against EG, he's going to know what to say. He's going to know what to do. And that's clutch. And so I think Bjerg he's gonna be clutch this game. So anyway, this is my take. I think we got this. I'm not worried, but I think EG is a great team.
Nicole, our guest, our questioner, said that he thinks that if you are not an LCS, or if you are an LCS fan today, you should be rooting for Evil Geniuses. Do you believe that? That like you can't be an LCS fan if you're not an Evil Geniuses fan at this event?
There's one team that has walked the walk of North American player development. So if you believe in North American League of Legends, you probably should like Evil Geniuses.
There we go. There we go. There we go. No, maybe you could talk a little bit about, what was the philosophy in bringing JoJo onto the team and committing to Danny, especially now to see that philosophy pay off as you guys get to see them play on stage in just a couple hours.
So we invested in both academy and an amateur team with the hopes of finding talent over time. As you guys know, EG's a newer team to return to the league space, and the system of the same aging veterans is not a long-term tenure play. And so how do we bring young, hungry, get the reps in early, able to scale players? And in our hometown region, we'll take that investment, we'll take that fight.
So to follow up on some of the things that Steve and I have been talking about, I don't know how many scrims you've watched in the recent weeks, but do you think there's any legitimacy to the concerns about the younger players choking the moment getting to them, or do you think they're just like stone cold killers? Like it's not a concern?
It's a super legitimate concern because the mental aspect of any team in any game, not just League of Legends, is critically important to performance. But that's why we've also invested in like sports psychologists and all of the people around our players that you don't maybe hear of, not just our coaches, to give our players the support of how to show up and bring your best self to a crazy stressful situation and environment.
There you go.
Can I jump in real quick?
Yeah.
And isn't Inspired's first like LAN tournament, right? Because he performed during COVID in Europe, and so there was no fans. So this is also his first arena event, right?
I think that's true.
At least for LEC, but I don't know if there was regional leagues that might have had finals prior to him joining LEC.
Yeah, but it's not NFL stadium.
Yeah, not
I mean,
NFL
some of those
stadium.
are pretty big stadiums over there in Europe, but yeah, I mean, it's going to be exciting to see what EG can do in general. So I'm looking forward to it. I just saw a Cat for Kobe sign in the front row, and that's terrible.
Woo!
I think we need to end this. Okay, anything you want to shout out before we say goodbye?
Shout out to you, Travis, for having this here. Alienware, Frenzy Studio for having me be a part of the Houston promotion, and TTV/Danzor, DANX0R. Thank you.
Very fantastic. Thank you. Well, we're going to bring our final guest on in just a moment, but before then, since we're at the halfway point, I would like to do a quick shout out to Grubhub for making this all happen. I'm pulling up right now just to make sure that I get the correct code. Here we go. So right now, if you are, there's a bunch of you in town. Maybe you don't want to go out tonight. You want to get food delivered to you. You should check out Grubhub because they're making this whole thing happen. Can we get a cheer for Grubhub? Yeah. There we go. We would not be doing this. And if you are looking to grab some Grubhub, maybe in town, or if you're watching online, use code FRENZY. This is active until May 2nd, and it'll get you free delivery and a digital Hextech chest and a key on any order. And you can get free boneless wings from Buffalo Wild Wings with an order of $25 plus. So be sure to use code FRENZY. Shout out to Grubhub for making it happen. I really, Mark right now is going through the takes and laughing at some of them, so I'm excited for this. But I know Mark and I are both very excited to have the ability to do this. And by the way, this production is fantastic. We've got all sorts of cool stuff going on here. We've got this jib that's flying in. This is definitely the highest budget live Hotline League we've been able to do, and we wouldn't be able to do it without Grubhub making it happen. So shout out to Grubhub. Tweet at Grubhub if you want to let them know that you appreciate this. It's awesome to see. Okay, Mark, I know you're going through cards right now. I think we're going to try to get kind of fancy and have you bring this hamburger from over there to the middle of the stage. You sit there, and we're going to bring our last guest onto the stage, and we'll have all three of them
Who's the
up
last
here for a
guest?
second. What's that?
Who's the last guest?
Well, we have
This guy.
we have one team here. We've got Team Liquid. We've got Evil Geniuses. So we're missing one
100 Thieves.
one team here. So if we can get our final guest onto the stage, I believe he's backstage right now, so he should pop up here in just a second. If we want to shuffle around and make room for everybody, Mark's going to bring the Grubhub hamburger
While we
pillow.
wait, I handed Steve a card that we were all laughing at. I don't know if we'll have it.
Max, where are you, Max? Raise your hand, Max. Max Strutman, you asshole. Steve will be making roster changes after this weekend. No, I'm not.
Yes.
There he is. There he is. Papa
No, I
Smithy
love
is
you.
here, everyone. Our final contender. Any 100 Thieves fans, why don't you come on down, and they'll scoot over for you. You can make a seat on the couch. Mark's going to take the hamburger. There we go. Fantastic.
Looking all professional.
Yeah, we'll share. Welcome to the
Hello,
stage, Papa Smithy.
It's good to be here. Wow, huge crowd for Hotline League.
Yes,
There's more people live than usually in your chat.
that's true.
A
That's
lot of
true.
people
yes,
here.
Yes. No, there are a ton of people. It's fantastic to see the crowd. What's it like for you to be back at a live event?
Last live event I was at, World's 2019 final. So it's a long time ago. The move to North America came afterwards. The move to being a GM came afterwards. It's surreal to be here. I was watching the guys warm up yesterday and thinking about how the trophy we won last year is the equivalent trophy to the winner tomorrow, but in such a different setting. So amazing to be in a huge venue like this.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's exciting to see the team play tomorrow. I know there's a ton of 100 Thieves fans. Any 100 Thieves fans in the crowd?
Where you at?
There we go.
Good to hear.
Yes. We have a lot of people predicting 100 Thieves tomorrow, so I'm sure people are excited to see you on stage. We were asking them for their predictions for today's match.
Wait, did they predict themselves?
They did predict
Wow,
themselves.
Wow,
But
okay.
this is great because now we have you here. So who do you think is going to win today?
Oh, it's going to be an easy EG win, of course. 3-1 EG.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
Steve, you've been getting beaten up since you got up here. Everyone has said EG.
It's all good, brother. It's all good.
Okay, yeah.
Thank you, Papa. Mr. Papa.
My pleasure. My pleasure.
They were saying close games, but you both of them said close match. You don't think it's going to be close?
I think game one will say a lot. Obviously, scrims coming into a week like this are going to be variable. And you look at the teams that are scrimming, it's going to be academy teams, collegiate teams. Even Latin America's on break now. So I think people are going to come in with hypotheses. They're going to test in a game one. That's why I'm really excited to see game one from a meta standpoint, but also, the obvious boiler point story of how do the young guys look. I think these guys have ice in their veins. I think Danny and JoJo will be just fine, but we get to test it. We get to watch from our 100 Thieves suite and see how it all goes.
Yes. Have you been to the 100 Thieves suite yet? Is it all decked out?
Not yet. I hope
Okay.
so.
Yes. I'm excited to see how everything goes down this weekend. Do you have any questions for Papa Smithy before we can't call anybody up yet before we say goodbye to one of our lovely guests, probably Steve. But anything that you want to ask Papa Smithy?
Not off the top of my head. I don't know.
Fair enough. We were in the
shuttle together.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Actually, I have a question. I got a message.
Ooh, okay.
Oh, really quickly, I got a message from Mark today that said I might be late. Papa Smithy was late to the shuttle.
Oh, okay.
No, to be fair, I sold him short because he said that he got the wrong time for
Yeah.
when the shuttle was leaving. So technically he was late, but not from his own fault.
I was on time for the 9:30 a.m. shuttle that came at 9:15.
Yeah.
Fair enough. All right. Well, while we have all three of them here still, or all three of you here, okay, so you think EG, what is your prediction for tomorrow's match?
I mean, I'm a GM, so I always want a boring 3-0 100 Thieves. What I'm looking for tomorrow, and I think the guys can deliver.
Okay. So do you think 2 3-0s then?
I said 3-1 for EG.
3-1
I do
for
think
EG.
that TL will win a game.
Okay. Why do you think you guys are going to beat EG tomorrow? You were just hyping up the EG players, and now you turn so quickly into a 3-0.
I mean, because it turns into bias the moment your own team is playing. That's how it has to go. So at that point, we've done it before. I see the look in Closer's eyes. He sees this big crowd. He knows what this is all about. and he just wants to do it one more time.
Really quickly, Steve, you raised your microphone a second ago, and I cut in. I didn't know if you had anything you wanted to chime in.
You got something for me?
Yeah, I mean, I was just more curious. If you could give me an honest answer.
Sure.
If you're willing to. All right, so we're up 2-0. Did you think it was possible? Like, for real?
It's a really open question, right?
Yeah, like, did you think it was possible after the 2-0? What was the mindset? I mean, obviously, you're going to say, yes, it was possible. It ended up happening and stuff. But that's got to be a rough situation to be in.
Yeah, I mean, from where I was sitting, it was looking rough, right? That's very obvious. We had a really interrupting morning practice, so our game one kind of ended up being our warm-up game. Usually that's against Academy or Amateur, and it was getting crushed by you guys, so that didn't feel too great. And everything was coming together for your team, but the thing that always keeps you confident is that ever since I transitioned to this role, I go to the back after a 0-1, or in this case a 0-2, and you're kind of worried that everyone's going to be like wearing the situation on their faces, everyone's going to be nervous, but the guys are always in control, whether they're up 2 or down 2. And very much it was just, what are the small adjustments we need to make? What are the holes in draft we can take advantage of? And once Closure said, this is where the reverse sweep starts, I believed him, and so did the other guys, too.
It was a great series. So we'll see you tomorrow.
We have a 100 Thieves topic that I will call someone up for, but before I do that, I'm actually going to steal a question for the audience because you're all decision makers within teams, and Jack could definitely use some help after failing to make it here this weekend. Justin Evans asked, should Summit be benched as he accepts his MVP award? What would you guys do in Jack's position? Any advice for him with the C9 roster?
What do you think, Nicole?
Oh, no.
Roster building, come on.
Nicole, you have if Impact got MVP, but you did not make it to this event, would you even consider potentially benching?
Can we blame Riot for timing of delivery of this instead? Might be less scary than Jack.
just blame Riot. There we go.
Wait, I missed something. What's happening?
Well, there's just a lot of conversation, I think, about Summit because
Oh, that he's getting benched?
yes, potentially.
Oh,
there's
shit.
there's no official word, right? But people are like, well, Summit did great in the regular season.
And he won MVP.
And he won MVP.
And he's potentially getting benched.
And people are like, well, now there's a conversation of, is Summit the problem, right? Because he had a tough playoffs. Steve, what do you think? What do you think of this?
I think Summit's a beast. I mean, I don't know. Like, that seems crazy. Yeah, he had a bad series, but it comes down to band pick. It comes down to the game. You could just be a little bit off on the read. It could be the coach instructing him to play a certain way. It could, you know, like, you just don't, I don't know. I don't know exactly what it was, but if that's true, then maybe it's Summit. But I wouldn't think that Jack would make a decision after, like, a series. My guess is that he would make a decision based on, like, attitude or work ethic or something that is, like, more involved.
Not just
like,
off the
not
series.
Just off,
You think they're
like, I don't know. That's my
else.
take. So
Yeah.
it seems odd to me. Like, me hearing it for the first time now, I'm kind of shocked, I guess. I don't
Well, we
I don't
know.
think it's true.
Things
I
are
guess.
still
I don't know.
up in the air.
Jack did tweet a picture of the hands up with the
Oh,
fire
like he's
behind
blowing
him.
the team up.
He might be playing.
But
with
he's
room.
done that every time, and it's been true.
He's never lied about it.
He's never lied about it.
Well, then I guess C9's blown
Oh,
up.
shit. So he's kicking Summit. Oh, my God.
Papasmithy, what do you think?
I mean, there's a lot of rumor in back channel, right? I think all in all, the team wins and loses through Summit, and he's able to carry games against the best in North America. So I'm biased to say, make it work. You know, that's my bias. But I think about how much C9 lent into, Korean players, probably Korean culture and translators around it. Now you see Winston be benched, LS obviously gone. It's one of those things where when I saw both TSM and C9 coming in and their commitment to China and Korea respectively, you can't half-ass it. You kind of have to go all in on it and set up everything around it. And then unraveling it is not benching one player. It's kind of resetting a team culture and maybe inventing a new one, which is daunting to see. So I think if they look and take stock of everything, obviously Summit didn't pan out in playoffs, which is what they're building towards, you probably have to adjust big rather than adjust small. So I wouldn't be surprised to see a change, but I really empathize with the C9 fans, with the LCS fans who look at it all and say, how can an MVP be benched, days after he's awarded? Again, that might be a quirk of the system, but whether that's the C9 system or the entire LCS award system, it's kind of on Jack to decide.
Yeah. Very, very good. Well, I think it might be time to say goodbye to Steve, since we brought you all up.
Thank
on,
you very
in a row.
much, Papa, Nicole.
Good luck today.
Steve, anything you want to
thank
say
you.
to any of the fans out there?
I just want to say I love each and every one of you. Let's go, Team Liquid, baby! We are going to win this thing today. We're going to win tomorrow. And we might win MSI. We'll see.
Very good. Very good. Thank you so much, Steve. Thanks for coming on. Good to see you. Good to see you. Fantastic. Okay, well, we're going to start taking questions again from the audience. Mark has gained his spot back.
While I get situated, Frankie Garcia. Is there a Frankie Garcia in the audience? I see him. He's on his way up.
Nice.
I'll give you your card if you need a refresher on what you said probably like 45 minutes ago.
Thank you. So Mark will get you up on stage. Well, he'll get the card over there. And then if you two could scoot over a little bit or you want to sit on the end? Yeah, that works. We'll get you back. Production doesn't have to worry about the musical chairs, Okay, hello, Frankie.
Hello.
Get a little closer to the microphone.
Is it working now? Oh,
Yeah, I
there we
think
go.
you're coming through. I hope so.
Maybe I just need to talk a little louder.
There we go. Fantastic.
There we go, okay.
Where are you coming in from? Are you local?
So I live in College Station right now, which is about 2 hours north of here. But
Little louder.
living in College Station right now, about 2 hours north of here. But I was born and raised Houston, so I'm happy we finally get an LCS event in Houston.
Houston native, right here on the show. Glad we were able to get one on for today. What do you want? What's your take?
So I did I forget who brought up the stat. I don't remember if it was on the analyst desk or extremely competent rival podcast, JLXP.
JLXP, I've never heard of it.
But they mentioned that across the LCS and LEC, the team that waits in the finals after going to double elimination bracket has around a 20% win rate.
Oh, wow.
And so I checked the past 2 years because we swapped to double elimination back in 2020. In North America, only one team who got to the finals through the finals semifinal won the finals, and that was Cloud9 back in 2021. I want to say it was spring or summer. Every other time, it has been one of the teams in the lower bracket semifinal.
Wow.
LEC, with G2 winning, it has happened. In the LEC, it's happened 3 times, with G2's win 2 weeks ago, I think it was. One team did it twice. It was Mad Lions twice in 2021. So because of this, 100 Thieves is in serious trouble.
Uh-oh. 100 Thieves in serious trouble.
Ooh.
Okay, well, here, let's get Mark. Mark, before we throw it to Papasmithy to defend.
Well, I thought this was a really interesting take, especially given the title you guys won last year coming from lower bracket, and the players talked a lot about having a chip on their shoulder during that run as well. So I don't know, can you speak to the team's mentality heading into finals weekend? Are they angry, kind of like it felt like they were last summer still, or does it feel different?
I think if you haven't won in front of a big crowd like this in a stadium, I already talked about how winning in the LCS studio is one thing. I think it does feel like we're all doing it for the first time again. So I definitely think the chip on our shoulder, and I imagine for EG as well, is still there. And the thing about stats is that they can be misleading. You look at before our win last year, everyone's predicting Team Liquid to win. A new franchising team has never won the title before. Then it happened, right? And I think that we just look at all the learnings we have that we can take from these other teams that waited in the upper bracket and were they in the form they needed to be on the day, and try to put out our best tomorrow. So I think we're kind of standing on the shoulders of giants, and we are confident that tomorrow we can show our best.
Nicole, how are you taking this news, this revelation that lower brackets teams...
So, first blush, love the stats, hate the outfit. So your credibility.
Oh, yeah.
I'm struggling.
TSM.
Oh, boy.
But similar, new franchise team. there's a lot of precedent, but that we're trying to overcome and Legacy trying to overcome. But I don't know. I'm a believer in what we're doing, so I'm drinking my own Kool-Aid, and I'm excited for where we're going to go and scale.
How are the players doing? I don't know if you've had a chance to hang out with them much since they got in, but
They're super excited.
Yeah.
Like they're a hungry group that really wants to prove themselves, and it's more of reining them back than pushing them forward.
yeah, we've talked a lot about the newer players on the team, but not so much about the veterans. So, for instance, is like Impact coming in and like really helping make sure that everybody feels good for this, because obviously he's been on the stage before.
Yes. I think people forget that we probably wouldn't be successful without Impact, both culturally, like he is our rock, our anchor. He keeps everyone level, he keeps everyone humble, and everyone looks up to him. He's been there, done that, and he has deep knowledge that really helps, especially Danny and JoJo look up to in many different ways in and out of game. And so Vulcan as such a good leader and partner in the bot, like we wouldn't be where we are without our veterans. So it takes the team for us to win.
So I have a follow-up for Papasmithy.
Sure.
Since I revealed my hand about the EGTL matchup, and it might change depending on what happens today, but I'll reveal as well that I predicted 100 Thieves to win the finals regardless of who they went up against. Yeah, and part of it I think is just like they're playing so well as an actual team right now, and especially like Closer in a venue, I cannot wait to see because he's such an insane pop-off player. Same with like FBI and stuff. Like I'm just excited to see what they do. Is there any concern that they're going to get too hyphy for the first time? Because we've been talking about this a lot, but like a lot of them are kind of young in a sense, like FBI and again, Closer. I don't know exactly what he had in TCL in terms of venues he played before, but is there been any like discussion with them being like, hey guys, you're going to get really excited, you know, like how's it going to be on the day?
I don't think we're looking to overthink it. I see what you're saying about the players. Their career peaks haven't come yet. That's kind of the awkward part about Team Liquid. All their peaks have come already. But at the end of the day, they're still hungry. They still want to prove themselves. And you're right about a cultural leader. That definitely is Closer, which kind of insane, second language coming over from Turkey. But he's been in a big stadium before. He didn't get the result he wanted that day. He was actually with Abadaga and Freeze, our coach, as well, on that day. So just like we talked about with points to prove, I think he's got a point to prove that he can do it on a big stage. And I'm looking forward to seeing him hoisting that trophy tomorrow.
Well, looking forward to seeing how that series goes for sure. Thank you so much. We're going to try to get one more person in. You want to have any shout-outs?
Yeah, I actually want to shout out the teams because they run extremely strict regiments, and they've done a lot over the last couple years for building brands. I've been saying since the beginning of the split, since lock-in tournament, that EG has always been a top 3 team because of that good old Danny diff. Papasmithy has done an incredible job managing and running 100 Thieves. Every time he's in an interview, he always makes everything super clear. But I also want to shout out Steve the most and congratulate him for going 6-0 this weekend.
Okay, wow. Wow. In the TSM outfit, too. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you. 6-0, wow. Okay, Mark, we've got time for one more. You weren't planning on it. Pick one that seems decent, and we'll stretch for time right now. Yes. So, Nicole, I know we've talked a lot about 100 Thieves. What is your expectation for Inspired popping off? Because we have Closer. Mark was just hyping up Closer a ton and saying like he's going to do really well, but Inspired's had a great playoffs run so far.
People forget about Inspired. Also young, also excellent, and coming from LEC MVP of the split, he from a shot caller, from a positive cultural force, as well as like raw skill, is super impressive. And so I don't know why I know he's not as maybe young as JoJo or Danny, but he's still in that bracket of young and cannot wait to see where he continues to go.
Well, the other thing I was going to ask you is I know that you've probably been to big stage events for some of the other Evil Geniuses teams, but this is the first time that you're going to get to see the LCS team,
yes,
which was, I think, one of the first things that after you came into EG, you did was get the team into the LCS. So what is it like for you knowing that you get to see your team play on stage just behind us in just a short time?
Finally, because we entered right before COVID in 2019. So like most of my league management experience has been remote. And so it's so great to be out here and meet fans in person and be with the players and the players' families in person and all cheering together. That's what this is all about.
Yeah. Mark, did you find something?
I did indeed. Patrick O'Brien. If there's a there
Patrick
he is.
O'Brien, there he is. Everybody who asked questions stood right near the front. Very convenient.
And the classic Cloud9 shirt. Unlucky.
Yes, exactly. We've got a lot of TSM Cloud9 jerseys. Patrick, welcome to the stage. Where have you traveled from to get here?
I'm from Fort Collins, Colorado.
Okay. What do you want to talk about on the show?
So I believe my take here was that Summer Split is about to be the most exciting LCS split we've ever had. Obviously, I'm a Cloud9 fan here, so seeing the excitement that might be coming with them in the summer with Summit and LS leaving and what's going to be going on there. 100 Thieves has now been consistently one of the top teams in the league, which is really exciting to see. And then, actually, I'm going to keep building on what other people did. And Evil Geniuses with actually being a North American team. And I think last summer, they were almost all the way there and looking really good. And then, well, they're going to probably win again this weekend since they knocked us out. So
There you go. Okay, so they're going to win. Gotcha. Okay, Mark, I don't know if you have anything before we throw it over to our guests.
No, I like this take because it does feel like the new franchise teams of them are now breaking in more consistently. E.g., this is their second time in top 3 after your first time right in their first split, and now 100 Thieves won their title after getting in the first time as well. And so I'm just excited to see continued success from them. And I think for a lot of NA fans, with an international tournament around the corner, you're starting to get that, like, NA's back. Yeah, we're good again. And so I was just wondering how you guys felt about NA as a region now with potentially 5 teams in summer who can compete if TSM bounce back and whatnot, just how you feel.
I think that if you look at the past in this system when 3 teams make it to the finals weekend, if it wasn't TSM, TL, C9, people were disappointed. And people saw like a FlyQuest that made back-to-back finals, maybe they're building fandom, and then they have to reset due to COVID funding and things like that. I think that consistent results allows you to extend fandom. It allows people to buy in and say, okay, 100 Thieves is here to stay. I think EG is here to stay. And we have those other perennial orgs that aren't happy if they're not also hoisting a trophy. So I feel like there's 5+ teams you can believe in and know that they're not at a level where they want to be unless they're lifting at all. And I think that usually is a really good sign that NA is in a healthy spot and hopefully is growing to a more healthy spot.
How about you, Nicole? What do you think of the state of the league right now?
I mean, wholeheartedly agree. And it sounds juvenile to say, but like the newer franchise teams had to really put in the work. We didn't have fan love. We didn't have player trust. We didn't have as many options to maneuver. So we've had to work really hard to get up and be recognized as an incumbent, as a contender. And I think you're seeing that work with 100 Thieves done an amazing job. FlyQuest having one of the most distinct brands in the league. Like it gives a healthier option for fans to engage with the entire league itself.
Yeah. Well, I know we were talking about trying to have competitive teams in summer and all that. Mark mentioned that TSM could bounce back. I want to hear from both of you. Do you think TSM bounces back in the summer? Nicole, let's start with you.
I have nothing nice to say, so I'll say nothing at all.
There you go. Okay. Papasmithy, does TSM bounce back in the summer?
You always hear whispers. I know that they're trying to build something more competitive. Again, easy to do. Top 8, make it to playoffs. I think they'll definitely be a top 8 team. How far they go, I think, is on them. I think they have to decide whether they're committing to being good or being great. It sounds like it's a bit in the middle from the rumors, so we'll see how that actually pans out.
A bit in the middle between good and great. Okay, sounds good. Mark, should I put you on the spot? Do you think TSM's going to bounce back? You want to grab the mic?
They're doomed.
They're doomed. Okay. some TSM jerseys in the audience. Either way, I like this take a lot. I do think summer's going to be really cool. I am excited to see it. I think one thing that I will say is, like, as cool as it would be to see Team Liquid tomorrow and to see the Team Liquid 100 Thieves rivalry continue, I also really like the idea of EG100T because it really would be a first, I feel like, for the league to see some of the new organizations rise up. So I'm excited to see what we see tomorrow. Anything you want to shout out?
You know, I guess LCS and Grubhub for bringing us all back in here for finals. I'm sure, like me, a lot of it's you. It's the first time at an event, so
Shout out to
I'm
LCS
excited.
and Grubhub. Can we get a cheer? Can we have an applause? Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, thanks for doing this show, and I'm looking forward to a fun weekend.
Looking forward to it. Thank you so much. Thank you so
Yeah.
much. Well, we are winding down the show right now. So one quick announcement to make for people that are here right now. There is a meet and greet with Tyler 1 from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. near Pillar 124 on the first level. So you have to go back up the stairs near the C9 booth to go over there. It's on the concourse level. Just want to let everybody know that if you are a Tyler 1 fan. I don't want to, I see a couple people moving off. But either way, feel free to stay here. I'm gonna wind down the show here in just a second. I will stay on stream and on stage. Mark has to go to rehearsal. So Mark, before you say goodbye and we all say goodbye, anything you want to say to anybody out there as we wind down the show?
No, I just want to say thank you for Grubhub for putting this on. Thank you for all the fans for showing up. We know it's been 2 years since we did anything like this, and there was a little bit of a concern where I was like, is anyone going to show up? And then it's been cool to like look out and just see a swarm of faces in the crowd. So this
Yes.
has been really exciting, and thank you to Nicole, Papasmithy, and Steve for all coming out.
Yes. Papasmithy, how about you? Any shout-outs?
It does feel like the first 2.5 years I spent with 100 Thieves was building to a moment like this. It was putting together systems. It was trying to put together a roster. It was trying to win. But most importantly, it was trying to win in front of the fans. So it's awesome. Awesome to be here in front of this huge group. There'll be even more later today. And hopefully everyone's cheering for us tomorrow. So thanks for coming.
There you go. Nicole, any shout-outs?
Thank you everyone for coming out. EG feels a little bit like we've been competing and building our brand in a vacuum. So to meet the fans live and hear you cheering for us today is the dream. So thank you, and excited to be here.
Very good. Thank you all for coming on. Thank you to Steve as well. Thank you all for coming out. I really do mean it. It is such a pleasure to do these shows. I have not been at a live event for quite some time, and I think I can tell you all that it is, and for I think a lot of us, it has been rough just doing all this from home and from empty arenas or studios, etc. So to see everybody here is wonderful, and I thank you guys all for coming out. Thank you to Grubhub for making this happen. Hope you all have a great time. Hope we get some great games, and enjoy the weekend, everybody. This is Hotline League. Awesome. Thanks, guys. We're up. Hello, I'm joined right now by Steve. we're coming in for just a. I'm going to hang out and just do a quick Q&A.
So if you want to hang out, there will be like some food and stuff brought out.
Okay.
So
Oh, for food.
yeah,
They'll all get food.
well, not everyone, but like they'll be
Yeah. So I should say, so one, hello Twitch chat. We're just hanging out now. I'm going to change the title of the stream in just a second. For the people that are here and want to hang out, there's going to be some small bites that will be rotating around for folks that are looking for something quick to grab on. That's courtesy of Grubhub. Other than that, I'm just going to hang out and just host the stage for a while. We might see some friendly names come by. I saw Avalie out there earlier, so she might stop by at some point in time. It'd be good to see her. And yeah, until then, I'll be taking any questions folks might have. We're not going to have you come up on stage, but if anybody wants to come by, actually, we have a wonderful gentleman down here who could maybe grab this microphone and bring it down for us, and folks can ask questions. We'll get to that in just a second, though, because first off, we have a guest. Actually, Avalie, do you want to grab that microphone? And then we'll pass it back down to you later.
Am I not
not allowed to come sit next to you?
You're
Do I
allowed
smell?
grab the microphone from that. We're
Grab
doing
the
this all
microphone from
improv,
this.
and bring it over to this.
Take this. It's,
Yes.
It's stuck.
It's stuck. He can help you unstick it.
got
There
it.
you go. You got it.
I got it.
Okay.
I'm an adult.
I did not see Ovally,
I'm
so
crashing
we're
this stream.
switching things up on the fly.
Listen.
We'll get some questions here in a second, but you're doing a live stream right now, right?
I am doing a live stream right now with G4. I figured you're doing a stream, I'm doing a stream, and just like, student-teacher stuff, I
Yes,
need
fantastic.
to beat you.
So if anybody would like to, they could come over to the better produced show at twitch.tv
Better
Travis
produced?
Gafford.
You stole my producer.
Ovally has one camera. I have all of these cameras, so...
You know what I have? I have heart. Let's hear it for heart within League of Legends. And then Travis has capitalism.
Wow. That's a dangerous thing to do in Texas, what you just did. That was, you're playing with fire. Anyway, how's the event been for you?
Travis, the event has been so much fun. Look at everyone here. This is the first live League of Legends event. Oh, look, there's me. This is the first live League of Legends event since the pandemic. And so I'm excited to see everyone again. We have cosplayers. We have FlyQuest over there. All of the teams are here. All the important teams are here.
Have you toured the booths yet?
I've toured all of the booths so
okay,
far.
well, as I change the title of my Twitch stream, why don't you tell us what are the good booths? How would you rate them? Who's doing
all
good
right,
stuff?
okay, I'm going to go ahead and rank all the booths right now. CLG booth with Nemsco playing chess. Now, I don't mean to brag, but I did beat her.
Oh, wow.
She is a chess master,
Did
but
you cheat?
she forgets that I cheat. So,
There we go.
FlyQuest, they're showing off another one of their tree initiatives, and they have all of their cool merch. Liquid is in the corner over there. I don't really see much at the Liquid booth. I saw Steve, and it looked like Steve was beatboxing, but I did not see much at the Liquid booth. So I'm
Steve
gonna
is
give that a
beatboxing at the Liquid booth?
He was holding a microphone, and two people were following him, and it looked like he was going like.
Wow. Okay. Anything else? Any other highlights from the booths?
I got to see this entire Grubhub area, which looks really cool. Yeah.
We love Grubhub. Hey,
It's here for Grubhub.
You're here tomorrow.
I am here tomorrow.
What are you doing here tomorrow?
I'm doing the Grubhub Feeding Frenzy, Travis.
What is that, Ovally?
It's the bigger Grubhub event than the one that's happening today right now,
yes,
Travis.
yes.
We're going to see a bunch of streamers and content creators take each other on the Rift, on Howling Abyss. Peter, Tyler, we got Lux is here, I think Nikki Taylor, a bunch of awesome. Scooch, you Jelly, who else am I forgetting? I think said
it's Double Lift versus Tyler 1, right? Are the teams?
It's Double Lift versus Tyler 1, and they do, I think it's kind of like a schoolyard draft.
Awesome.
It's going to be fun.
Okay, and so that'll be here on the stage. So everybody that's here right now, if they want to come back tomorrow for Feeding Frenzy, they can do that, and they can watch everybody do that. And then for the people that are online, you can watch that on the Grubhub Twitch channel.
Yes.
We did
Yes,
not
they
even
can.
plan for this promotion opportunity. We just made it happen because you showed up.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
Hashtag we love Steve.
Yes, yes, fantastic. Well, they don't know that is Steve.
Hey.
Steve from Grubhub.
They're gonna know, you know?
Yes,
They're
okay.
gonna. Steve, raise your hand. Everyone,
There he
round of
is.
applause for Steve.
Making that happen. Bring the fun out to this.
Yeah. Except if they don't like us, then they're like, ooh, boo, Steve.
Okay, so we have EG Team Liquid today.
Yeah.
Who do you think is going to win?
Who do I think is going to win out of EG and Team Liquid? I'm looking for Nicole and Steve. None of them are
Yeah, no, I
within
think you're
reach.
safe.
We're
They've
good.
They've
We're
run
good
off.
right now. Okay, we're good. So if I'm going just based off of booth activations alone, I would probably give the edge to Evil Geniuses. Just because
Evil Geniuses with a superior booth activation.
they were who brings grass to a gaming event? Who would do such a thing? Nicole invited me on, and she's like, don't be scared. Just go ahead and reach out and touch it. So I reached out, I touched the grass, and I swear to God, it felt like my hand was going to fall off.
Wow.
It was
you should get
painful.
that looked at. That's,
there were
probably
bugs.
not
They
helpful.
tried to vacuum the grass. They didn't bring a lawnmower. They said that the janitorial staff got upset because they tried to vacuum the grass.
So your prediction is Evil Geniuses because they have grass here.
Yeah, but if I'm biased and I want to see another Liquid update, then I mean.
Liquid update. Okay. Yeah, you have financial incentives for
Financial
potential.
meme incentives, Travis. Meme
Yes.
incentives.
Very, very good. Okay, so who do you think 100 Thieves beats whoever wins tomorrow?
100 Thieves has been looking pretty good.
Yes.
And I get all of my life advice from Coach Reaperd.
Oh, Reaperd. Okay, so you think Reaperd is going to help
I
make it
think
happen.
Reaperd can coach anyone through anything, and therefore, I'd like to see him take another title win.
Okay, fantastic.
Mic drop. If I drop the
drop?
mic, do you have to pay for it?
No, you can't mic drop. That'll probably hurt. You have to go do more live streaming, right?
I do have to go do more live streaming, or are you just trying to kick me off?
No, you can stay as long as you want, but I understand that
I'm going to check.
you're doing multiple jobs right now.
I do multiple jobs all the time. Why don't you take a question?
Have you had any interactions with any fans here that have been memorable yet?
Oh, yeah. So there were two guys that I just met over by the 100 Thieves booth, and they actually helped me find an Uber from the airport because I got lost.
You got lost at the airport?
I was very confused. They're like, you have to go to zone 5 for pickup. And I'm like, well, it says zone 2. Where's zone 5? And then it was humid outside. And it was like
humid.
1 in the morning. And I was lost.
Okay, anyway, so did you have any cool so the fans helped you get to the...
Yeah, and then I got to see them again.
Oh, fantastic.
One of them is
okay.
a TSM fan, though, so.
Yes, yes. By the way, I
got a funny one. I'm going to
Okay.
cut you off. Did you guys see the Bjergsen escape room in the corner? The Verizon booth?
There's
Some
an
people?
escape room here?
There's an escape room, and maybe this is the troll in me, but I thought that it was going to be an escape room where Bjergsen was trying to escape TSM.
Oh.
I thought that was going to be
I
the
see.
theme.
Help Bjergsen escape TSM.
No, but
at the
instead it's
Verizon
like
booth.
plug in Verizon stuff.
Got you. Yes. Did you know that there's a giant robotics competition happening here as well?
Yeah, so I guess it's just kind of like the nerds v nerds situation right now.
Nerds are taking over Houston this week.
Yeah.
I found out we've seen a ton of robotics nerds at our hotel, which has been really cool to see. So shout out to the second biggest championship happening in Houston this weekend, the robotics championships. That's super cool to see.
What's it called?
Does anybody know what it's called? The robotics champ?
First Robotics?
Yes.
Sherman grew a mustache.
Sherman is here from Riot. He competed in that robotics competition, and so now he is getting to also help run the championships here this weekend.
Wait, he competed in the robotics
Yes,
this weekend?
in high school. Yeah, look, he'll nod. Yes, yes, thumbs up. Yes.
Is that why we're in Houston right now? Because you wanted to double dip in LCS and robotics?
The cameras are desperately trying to find this masked man in the dark on the side of the stage. Sherman from Riot Games. Shout out to him.
Shout out to Sherman.
Done a bunch of cool stuff here.
He is the GOAT.
Yes.
There's a lot of fans who want to ask you questions.
Yes. So is it time for you to say goodbye?
Oh, you don't? Okay.
You can stay here and answer questions if you want.
I can answer so many questions. We
Okay.
need another mic for them,
well,
though,
then
right?
what we will do
they
is
have
we will
another mic.
find an addition. Oh, we found an
They have a
additional
mic. All right.
So if people want to do some Q&A with Avali and I, we will have people who will find this lovely gentleman in the hat over here next to the stage. If anyone has a question they would like to ask either of us, please keep it PC because this is a family event. Oh, you're talking to your stream right now. Okay. So anybody want to ask a question, please come see this man over here. He's raising his hand. He wants to come over. We'll get some questions going. Here we go.
Okay,
Hello, what is your name?
my name is Sam from
Sam.
Dallas.
Sam from Dallas. Welcome. Any Dallas folks in the audience? There we go. Couple Dallas folks. Okay. What do you want to talk about, Sam?
My question is, we know like the regular season MVP, but who's your playoff MVP so far?
Playoff MVP so far. Oh my God, that's actually really difficult. Because I feel like a bunch of the teams are popping off right now. Like a bunch of the players that were having issues previously are actually like turning it on in playoffs. Yeah. And so like for instance, 100 Thieves seems to be getting their stuff together. I would say Closer has been doing very well.
That's my vote right there.
Yeah.
Closer.
I'm very excited to see him play tomorrow. I think it's really cool. One of the things I love about Closer is that he has that story of like he came over and people were like, "Oh, he's on Golden Guardians. Like, who's this guy?" They're just getting a random dude that had like he hasn't competed in LCK. Like, why are they picking or LEC, et cetera? And so it's been awesome to see his growth, going and winning before and doing really well. Avali, do you have an MVP pick?
You're my MVP, Travis.
Thank you.
Because
Thank you,
through
Avali.
all the ups and downs of covering the LCS throughout playoffs and the pandemic, you've always come out on top.
Thank you, Avali. That's fantastic. Thank you so much, Sam. Thank you. Thank you. Any other questions? Somebody's coming down in the Team Liquid jersey. Oh, sorry. We have 2 Team Liquid jerseys. Hello. We'll grab you first. Okay. Hello. What's your name?
My name is Coda.
Nice to meet you. Where are you from?
I live in Houston, but I've been going to college up east in Nacogdoches, which nobody knows where that is.
There's a couple shout-outs. Okay. From Houston, though. Glad to have you here. What would you like to ask us?
I just wanted to know what you're looking forward to draft-wise, if you have any favorite champions.
Any favorite champions?
That you want to see drafted?
Renekton. I'm a really big Renekton fan. I think that would be fantastic. Cheers
Can I get a
from the crowd.
refund?
Yeah, sorry. Do you have any champions that you are super excited to see this weekend?
I now base all of my champion drafts off of my TFT strategies. So I just go 6 Yordles all the way. I know I can't fit 6 onto the Rift, but we get 5 in there.
No, back to the. Oh, she's
leave.
left. You're here. Okay, hello. Seriously, I don't know. I think what has been very fascinating over the course. Oh, Avali's ditching. Goodbye, Avali. Goodbye. Bye. We'll see you later. No, I think what's been really fascinating over the course of this, and Mark talked about it a little bit on the Blame Game and on Hotline League, is that I feel like this is the playoffs where everybody's super focused on draft and pick and ban, and you get one pick and ban, and people are like, okay, that game was lost, and then pick and ban, that was it, and then you go to the next game, and same thing happens, and so I don't know. While you're still here, I don't know if we can get the microphone over to you, but I'm curious who you want to see picked this weekend.
So it's not going to happen. It's never going to happen. But I would love to see anyone, I don't care what lane, play Kindred.
Kindred. Okay, any Kindred fans in the audience? Seems unlikely, but maybe that'll be the secret tech from somebody.
All 3 of us. Let's go.
Yes, okay. Very good. All right, who else wants to ask a question? Hello, Team Liquid jersey number 2.
Hi, how's it going?
What's your name?
I'm Cedric.
Cedric.
I'm from Indiana.
Indiana. What do you want to talk about on the show? Well, on the panel.
How much do you think 100 Thieves owes their success to buying Golden Guardians roster?
To buying Golden Guardians roster. I think a ton, honestly, and I really appreciate you bringing that up because I feel like a lot of people have kind of forgotten that story. A lot of people look at Golden Guardians, Immortals, the teams that have struggled a lot, maybe not CLG, and they say wow, these teams are why are they in the region? We just don't care, et cetera, et cetera. But I actually think they have done a really great job in this Golden Guardian story in particular of finding talent and bringing it up. And obviously with the way that the pandemic went and the effect that it had on the Warriors business, the Golden Guardians weren't able to retain, which is unfortunate because I think it would have been really fun to see Golden Guardians' success story of building up a core and then adding on a couple players and making it to the stage. But I think it is really cool to see those 3 players have kind of turned a lot of the opinions around them, especially Huhi. Huhi was kind of memed on a ton for quite some time, and then goes to Golden Guardians, does this role swap, and everybody's really excited about what happened. So I think it's really cool to see.
I think it really points out how having cohesion can make players that before weren't considered the best and maybe individually might not be the best, but the relationships that those players have built over these years have made them win last summer and then picked with Abadage and putting it all together and making another run for it right now.
Sorry, are you suggesting we shouldn't scramble every roster in the off season and just move everyone to a million different teams and maybe stick with folks for a little bit?
It might be a little bit better to have some consistency, but I love Steve, so.
Yes, yeah. I love Steve. I appreciate that you throw that out there. Yeah, no, I would love to see that. I hope we get to see more of this too, so thank you so much. Okay, we got another question. Is that Team Liquid apparel as well?
This is not Team Liquid.
It looks like Team Liquid apparel.
A little bit.
Yeah. What's your name? Where are you from?
I'm from Omaha, Nebraska, but right now we're at UT. Go Horns!
Go Horns. There you go. Some cheers and jeers from the crowd. Okay.
Of course.
Yeah. What do you want to talk about?
All right. My question for today is, first of all, long-time viewer, first-time caller, of course.
Thank you.
So my question is, if our friend Doublelift were to return to the LCS spring in summer split, maybe yes or no, maybe no, who knows? Where do you think he would place amongst the LCS AD carries right now?
If Doublelift were to return to the LCS, where would he place in summer split among them? Rank the among the ADCs. Where do people think? Let's hold up your hands on where you think he would be. I see second.
Can I get a one? Any oneers?
Three.
Any oneers?
I don't see anybody holding up one. I see 3, 4, 2. Nobody thinks he'd rank first. I'll say it. I think he'd be first. I have to say it for him. No,
zero. Put him in 0.
I think. Look, I have been really excited to see a lot of players who have been around for quite some time continue just to be amazing. And there's kind of this myth of like, well, when you hit 25, then you're going to fall off. But like, shout out to Aframu, who I think had like a great split, has been around a long time. Impact has been playing amazing. We're going to see him, and he's been around forever. So I actually think if Doublelift really wanted to get back into form, he could do well and be near the top. Where do you think he would be?
Number 0, baby.
Number 0?
Yeah, right above tactical off Malphite.
Yeah. Did you see his ADC rankings?
He's going straight to 0.
Okay, fantastic. Okay, thank you so much. What was that? Do this IRL? What is that? Is that a cat? I don't know what it is. Okay, anyway. Hello. What's your name? Where are you from?
My name is Adrian, and I'm from Birmingham, Alabama.
Adrian from Birmingham, Alabama. What do you want to talk about?
So I wanted to touch a little bit on the Grubhub Feeding Frenzy show match tomorrow.
Okay, are you a plant from Grubhub?
No, I'm not a plant from Grubhub.
How much
really
Grubhub gift card credit did they give you to do this?
Hopefully 100.
Okay.
I'm staying here in Houston for the weekend, so I'm gonna need it.
Okay. Well, maybe we don't have any gift cards for you right now, but hopefully something will happen. Okay, so what do you think of the show match tomorrow?
All right, so I wanted to talk a little bit about what he was pointing out with Doublelift.
Yes.
Who do you actually think is the better player, Tyler 1 or Doublelift?
Tyler 1 or Doublelift? What does everybody think? Doublelift? Raise your hand if you think Doublelift is the better player. Okay, some pretty big hands. Okay, how about Tyler 1? How many of you think Tyler 1 is the better player?
Hey, crowd, I just wanted to point out Challengers 5 roles, Tyler 1. Doublelift can only do it on 1.
Okay, seriously speaking, I think Doublelift, well, one, I'm a big believer in Champions Queue. Unfortunately, not all the LCS pros are, but I'm a big believer in Champions Queue. And so Doublelift, I think, it's been nice for him that he's been able to have that experience previously, like playing on that over the course of this. And I think that he also just has a ton of like on-stage experience. Obviously, Tyler 1's done some like show matches and stuff, but I mean, Doublelift is, in my opinion, the North American GOAT. So
I do agree.
Yeah, I don't think he's fallen off that far.
One of the best.
Yeah. So I think Doublelift is better. Who do you think is going to win tomorrow in the show match, the Feeding Frenzy show match?
Honestly, I would just love to see Tyler 1 as hyped as possible. Just his energy is amazing. I don't feel like Doublelift is going to give us the same energy that Tyler 1 will. And I just want to see Tyler 1 just scream in the audience.
Yeah. Well, I will say, I reported in the off-season before spring that Doublelift was considering making a return. And so
I hope he does.
I think he has a lot to prove tomorrow on the Grubhub stage during Feeding Frenzy. Thank you so much.
No problem.
Yeah. Shout out to Twitch chat. I've seen you guys having a good time. You guys are doing well. How's it going? What's your name? Where are you from?
What up? My name is Doug. We just moved here from Long Island.
Oh, nice. Okay.
But this is my home. No sweat.
Nice.
I kind of had a question just for you. I've kind of always wondered, if you don't mind.
Sure.
I followed the scene since the beginning, and I remember the post that Doublelift made saying, hey, I'm screwed. Help me.
Yeah.
You said, dude, I got you. Come in. And that is, I think that's an incredible relationship. As the years have gone on, you guys have lived together. We know how roommates are. You've matured. You've grown up. He's in a relationship. He's left relationship. So what's that like now to be so close to, obviously, Doublelift, one of the biggest esports athletes, I think, of all time? I mean, what is that like for you now still?
I mean, it has been very, very cool. I did not obviously know whenever I was like, yeah, just come crash, like that any of this would happen. I was not working in esports. I had no plans to work in esports. Nobody was like working in esports at the time. I could have never imagined that I'd be on stage in an arena like this in front of so many people having this conversation. But bigger than that, I could have never imagined that he would go on to play this on the stages that he's played and to have the successes that he's had. I mean, one of my favorite, maybe my favorite esports moment was getting to see him finally win on the stage at Madison Square Garden in 2015. Like, that was phenomenal.
Maybe like a big brother moment in that time.
Yeah, I mean, it was just really cool because I had seen him struggle. Like, it's funny because he has now gone on to have so much success, but the people before then, or the people that weren't around before then, don't know that it was like a huge struggle for years and years and years for him to finally win something. And there was like the Doublelift trophy case. Yeah, the trophy case meme and all that. And so getting to see his journey has been fantastic. And you know what? Like, it actually is kind of sad for me to go to this event because for a while I just got used to the fact that I would go to an event like this and he would be playing on the stage in the finals. And we would go back after he had most certainly won and just sit on in the hotel room and like look at Reddit and laugh at all the comments and memes of the post-game thread and all that stuff and hang out. And so it's a different thing. You know, him retiring was a really big deal for me, and I'm excited to see him having a ton of success. It'll be fun to see him play in Feeding Frenzy tomorrow, and I've been watching his co-streams and all that stuff. So it is cool to see him here anyway in a different capacity.
Well, I think in the modern era, the toxic masculinity and this, that, and the other, I think it's really cool to just see such a positive male relationship and you guys sort of like uplifted each other, helped make your own job, helped make his career. And I think I've always thought that was so cool and inspiring. So word up to you, brother.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
No doubt.
Yeah.
Go 100T.
There it is. Cheers from the 100T fans. All right. Another Team Liquid jersey. Lots of Team Liquid jerseys. What is it says Core JJ green card check TL30 EG TL3200T. There you go. What's the last part say? Maybe we get the microphone.
Sign up for Liquid Plus because I'm a Liquid Plus shill.
Oh, Liquid Plus shill. Do you work for Liquid Plus?
No.
Are you just trying to get them to give you extra Liquid Plus points?
Possibly.
Okay.
That's the plan. So.
What's your name, by the way?
Matt.
Matt. Okay. Where are you from?
Suburb of Houston.
Suburb of Houston. Okay, so you're local.
Yeah.
What do you have anything besides the sign?
Oh, yeah, so my question is, with the vast champion pool in League of Legends, were there any champions that you want to remove from the game if you were Riot?
If I was Riot, would I remove any champions from the game? Old Aatrox. Well, Old Aatrox is not here. Anybody else have any ideas? Teemo? Yumi? What? Lots of angry names. I don't know. I honestly would not remove any because the champions that people hate, I love to see picked because it
got that already.
so much drama. What's going on? Oh, we have somebody from the Team Liquid booth ran over to give you something for the Liquid Plus points. That's awesome.
So another thing, would you want to remove Yumi? Because as a support player myself, I personally hate Yumi.
Would I want to play? Okay, well, perhaps the person who does not want Cat for Kobe to be real should be saying remove Yumi. I think, I don't know. I've played Yumi. I think she's pretty interesting to play. She's really frustrating to play against. But I don't think I'd remove her. I mean, I think it's good that there are champions that people hate in this game because it gets like I love the post-game threads whenever that happens. Like I love it whenever people are upset whenever somebody gets picked. So I don't think I would remove anybody. Would you remove? It sounds like you would remove Yumi.
I wouldn't remove her. I would try to fix some of her kit.
I mean, I don't. I feel like her whole thing is being annoying.
But yeah, that's basically just about it.
Yeah, very
nice
good.
talking to you.
Yeah, nice talking to you. Thank you. Good luck getting those Liquid Plus points.
Oh yeah, thank you.
Yeah. All right. MMS Gaming, it looks like. Is this a collegiate team? What's the jersey?
Yeah, it's my middle school, Memorial Middle School from La Jolla.
Oh, nice. Shout
Yeah,
out.
we're from South Texas.
Shout
the
out.
Valley 956. Yes, sir.
There we go. Awesome. What's your name?
My name is Victor.
Victor, what do you want to talk about?
Who's your X Factor for today?
X
Got
Factor
a
for
big match.
today?
Yeah.
Core JJ.
There you go. Yes, sir. Let's give it up for Core.
It's so, yeah, Core JJ. Cheers for Core JJ. Anybody out there a Core JJ fan? Yeah. Yeah, no, I mean, I think Core is an incredible player, one of the best players in the league. I think he always shows up whenever he needs to. And so I think it's going to be really interesting to see the bot lane in this match, because I want to see how Core JJ can do. But other than that, I mean, I think there are fantastic stories for players on both sides. Whippo is very, I'm curious to see what we get out of Whippo today. I guess, yeah, very wide. No, I'm curious to see what we get out of Whippo today. I think the Whippo, like, that matchup, I think is going to be really cool to see Whippo versus Impact, and, like, the rivalry there, I think will
Yeah,
be
that was
really
actually my X Factor for today, because we're going up against Impact, so
Yes.
that's a big deal.
Yes. No, I'm excited to see how it goes. So, and in just a short time, we'll find out. So thank you so much.
Sir, we love you, Travis.
Yeah,
Have a
thank
good
you.
one.
Thank you.
Hopefully
thank you.
tonight's good too.
Yes, exactly. Very good. Hello, what's your name?
I'm Spencer from Dallas.
From Dallas. Okay, another Dallas man. All right.
So my question for you, Travis,
Yes.
is how many Orns do you think we're going to see over the course of this weekend? And what are teams going to pick into it that you think can be successful?
Oh man, I have no. This is a Mark question. You've waited until Mark left to ask me.
Of course,
ask me
yeah,
how to counterpick Orn. I don't know. I mean, what's interesting is that Orn seems to be like an NA thing. I think there's some question about how Orn would do on the world stage. So I'm wondering if teams will try to actually leverage Orn at this, or if people will be like, oh. Yeah, we see it. There's a sign. I don't know if we can get a shot of it, but there's a BA and then an underscore and then an AR and then 2 underscores. So I wonder if we can fill in the blank on that. This man has strong opinions about Orn. So I don't know. I mean, I'm just super fascinated to see, because it's not generally considered like a worldwide meta pick, to my understanding. We were talking about that, I think, a little bit on Hotline League this week. So I don't know. How about you? Do you think Orn's going to get picked a ton?
I think it's going to be every game it doesn't get banned.
Every game it is. So 100% presence.
6 games minimum.
Do you have any advice for any of the teams on how to counterpick?
Don't play what didn't work. Lucian didn't seem to have a good showing. I think Graves could still be good because of the split push meta. I think Whippo's just got it unlocked, though. He's going to play some weird non-meta pick that no one's going to see coming and just dominate.
Okay.
Yep.
Alawi. We're seeing some shots for Alawi.
Alawi? Okay.
Yeah, maybe. There we go. Okay, thank you.
Thank you. And cat for Kobe.
Oh, God. That meme started, I think. This is the first live event I think I've had to suffer through that meme existing, so that's painful. All right, hello. What's your name and where are you from?
Hi, my name's Matthew, and I'm from Louisiana.
Louisiana, okay.
Yeah, only 5 hours. So.
100 Thieves jersey.
Yes, 100
Yes.
Thieves all the way. Closer's awesome.
Awesome.
100 Thieves will win Worlds someday. It's a closed deal.
Okay,
with the
how many?
FBI.
How many? Oh, great, fantastic. How many years before 100 Thieves wins Worlds?
This year. I don't know what you're talking
Okay, great.
It's an NA. It's all
You said
perfect.
some year. Okay,
FBI
fantastic.
is involved. I told you.
What do you?
Okay, so my question is, the patch we're on for this is 12.6, I believe, which is where Rengar received some changes.
Yeah.
Where's Rengar?
You're going to ask me another Mark question.
Where's Rengar?
I have no
isn't he
idea.
being played?
Maybe we'll see him picked this weekend. I don't know. Where do you think Rengar is?
So my personal opinion is he does a lot of damage right now. His Q got switched to like 100% crit chance, always guaranteed crit, which already did a lot of damage. But I think the reason he's not being played really is because Jarvan is just a really great early game ganker.
Yeah.
Really good at delivering Orianna ball. And if not him, you have Volibear, who has the most disgusting early game. And I guess the junglers just want to be proactive in the early game, whereas Rengar, you kind of have to like look for a pick the entire game, and that's it.
Yeah, I mean, I think it'll be really interesting to see how people pick, because on stage, people tend to either, from what I've seen, like go really hard or play very safe. Normally, you get like a very safe first game, and then you start to go into some of the more crazy stuff later on. I think we have heard from some of the coaches and folks that they've teased that like there are some unexpected picks that we might see this weekend, or some picks that we haven't seen. So I'm really hoping that you get a chance to see Rengar if that's who you would like to see. I think that would be really cool, and obviously, like he's just super fun to watch whenever he gets.
I just want to see what they would be able to do with him
Yeah.
in his current state. That's
yeah,
all.
yeah.
Thank you.
Maybe we'll see. Thanks so much. Hello.
Hello.
What's your name? Where are you from?
My name's Ben. I'm studying in Dallas, but I'm a Houston native.
Houston native. Okay. A lot of Houston natives coming back this weekend.
Yeah, I mean, I had to make the road trip down. You
Yes.
know, it was gonna be in Dallas, and then something happened,
Yes.
and then now I'm just like, well, I guess I'm making the road trip this time.
Well, glad you made it. What do you want to talk about?
I've got a Hotline League question. Do you think the takes are spicier whenever they're like faceless voices, or here live in person?
I mean, here's the funny thing about Hotline League. The funny thing about Hotline League takes is that people get angry that folks will not call in with like the crazy takes that they want. So like people on Reddit will be like, "Oh, somebody should say this, somebody should say that," or like people will tweet stuff, and then they get really scared to actually do it, even in calling in. I think I haven't reviewed the Hotline League or the takes that we got for this, but we apparently got some very spicy takes. Like Mark was just laughing at some of them, and then he gave that one to Steve, and so he was freaking out. So actually, I think we get hot takes either way, and I've been happy that we got some really good ones, and in live events we've gotten really good ones. People are bold. Maybe the types of people that are willing to come up here and talk about something are down to actually have a hot take, which is awesome to see. So,
All right. Thank you very much.
Yeah,
Shout out
thank
to
you.
Grubhub.
Hey,
Woo!
thank you. Thank you guys for helping to ensure that I do this again with Grubhub by shouting out Grubhub. That's actually awesome. Hello, what's your name?
Hello, I am Ryan from Dallas.
From Dallas, another Dallas. Okay, you've got a very old Cloud9 shirt.
I do.
When did you get that?
Oh,
2014 maybe? Like
I think around then, yeah, 2014, and then old TSM shirt
Yes.
as well.
It's still got the Alienware logo on it, which is fun.
Yes.
Anyway, so yeah, what do you want to talk about?
I have a very spicy take.
Okay.
That I don't know you're gonna have an answer to.
Okay.
First, cat for Kobe.
Ugh.
Sorry.
Sorry, we have to go on to the next question. No.
We've been talking a lot throughout the split about storylines
Yes.
of different players.
Yes.
And there's been a lot of conversation around how the production team has been playing up storylines.
Yes.
Kind of comparisons to the LEC.
Sure.
I think that the LCS has a unique space that it can innovate storylines. I think we have player storylines, but I think we need to introduce caster storylines as well.
Caster
And
storyline.
to bring this to the forefront, I think Riot needs to bring back Monte Cristo.
Oh boy. Okay, bring back Monte Cristo.
Bring back Monte Cristo.
Well, Monty is quite the entertainer. I will say that one of my favorite analyst desks was watching the Worlds, where it was like him, Crepo, and Doublelift.
Yes.
So, but I mean, he's running, I think, a CS:GO league at the moment with the Cloud9 folks. So, I don't know if that's what's up. But I will agree with you that there are some really great storylines with a lot of the casters that need to be told. And I think LEC does a great job of lifting up and elevating their talent and like really doing some really cool things with them. That I'm hoping that we have a new commissioner, Jackie Felling. I don't know if she can hear me somewhere out there, Jackie, at this event. Welcome to your first LCS event. But I'm really hoping that she does a good job of helping to make sure that the casters feel like stars. I talk a lot about how we have players that like rotate in and out of the league very frequently, and I think whenever you have that, like you really want to start building up some of the talent and making people care about them. And I live with Kobe. I don't think he should get a cat, but I do think he's an amazing.
Sad.
I do think he's an amazing individual who can who has a really great story, and so hopefully I get it. I'm going to try to make some content around him, but I hope that we get to see folks showcase a little bit more. Dash is like a professional actor, so they should have him act some more. I'd love
Right.
to see that. So I like the take a lot. Thank you.
Spicy.
Yes.
Cat for Kobe.
Thank you.
I was a dog person and recently got a cat.
Okay, well,
I've been loving it.
Goodbye. We've got another caller. Team Liquid Jersey. Hello. What's your name? Where are you from?
I'm Jace. I'm from Deep East, Texas.
Jace. Do you play him a lot?
Sir?
Do you play? Your name is Jace?
Yes.
Like the champion?
No, I play Tom Kinch as my man.
Oh, okay. Well, missed opportunity. Tom
Well,
Kinchman.
it's spelled just like it, so I was super happy to finally have something that was like, yeah.
Very good.
Spells my name right. My take is, do you think it's too easy for teams and players to become irrelevant in LCS?
To become irrelevant?
Correct.
In what sense?
So we have our MVP in the summit being talked about that
Yes.
it's not even going to be like viable in this league anymore, and so like
It's frustrating to see the MVP and to have somebody get MVP and also wonder if they will continue to be in the league. It sounds like your take.
I just think it's crazy how easy something like it feels like TSM is being called as like irrelevant now from being good for as long as
Yes.
they are.
Yes. I mean, I think that the fault of it is on people who coached academy teams multiple years ago, specifically Golden Guardians coaches who coached a long time ago. I think those people are huge issues. Yes, these are Twitch socks. Thank you. Raz is here. If we can fly a microphone out for Raz, that would be cool. Hello.
Where are your Grubhub socks?
Oh, I need to get them to give me some of those. Those would be fantastic. Welcome, Raz. Shout out to Raz, everyone. Can we get a shout out to Raz? Fantastic.
How are you guys doing? Oh, we're already getting TSM chants? Have you gotten a few of those already?
Yes. Do you see the, there's a sign for
Oh
you.
my God! Okay, can we at least get the sign up?
Yeah, we can't bring her up, unfortunately, but we can hopefully get a shot of her over there. There we go. We got it up on screen.
Oh my God.
Yes.
So the story behind that, by the way, literally.
Sorry, questioner. We will get to you, but Raz has disrupted this.
So, oh yeah, is it?
No, it's your turn. It's your turn.
Okay, okay.
Tell the story.
So the story behind that, by the way, was there was a certain segment in which I flip-flopped by Game 5 on
Okay.
a team and said I was going to, as a joke, throw my flip-flops into the crowd.
Ah.
Flip-flops, I feel, is inoffensive. Like, you're not going to give someone brain damage by hitting them up the side of the head with a
Depends on
flip-flop.
how hard you throw it.
Huh?
You're not wearing flip-flops, though.
Yeah,
so-
sadly, I did not bring flip-flops.
Okay.
So, look, okay, there's disappointment. She committed.
Yes.
And I said I would aim the flip-flops in that direction if I was flip-flopping in the series. I did not.
Did you expect to come here and have somebody making a sign asking for your used footwear?
I did not expect it.
That's something I did not
So
expect.
the reason, I'm not going to lie, the reason I didn't do it, because I was like, so am I going to throw like a fresh pair of flip-flops or the
Yeah.
one I've been wearing on my feet?
Yes.
I don't think people would appreciate that.
Okay, I gotcha. Okay, very good. She's just looking for a pair of free shoes is what's going on.
Exactly.
Yes. Okay, so our questioner here, what was your name one more time?
Jace.
Jace, that's right, Jace. How could I forget that? Okay, so Jace, he wants to know if that it's too easy for players to become irrelevant in the league. As an example, we've got Summit, MVP Summit, and people are worried that he's not going to be on Cloud9.
I think that's tough. I think when we talk about irrelevance, you either people are going to have people who care about the history of the LCS and care about like the awards. So somebody winning MVP, they're not going to be irrelevant because that is a significant achievement, right? And even if they're not going to stay on C9, let's say he wants to go back to Korea or he's going to find a different team, that's still a significant achievement. What's going to suck is the fact that the story of why he didn't perform in playoffs, right?
Yeah.
So I still think people should have faith in him as a player. Some of the lessons are so blatantly obvious that when I was absolutely wrong before the game started, I said, oh, like what 100 Thieves did to C9, at that time I said EG's not going to be able to do that to C9.
Right.
So I think those lessons are easily achievable and are going to get squashed. So whether he stays on C9 or leaves, I don't think he's going to be irrelevant.
What if he goes to LCK?
What if he goes to LCK?
Yeah, that's my worry. Is like if he doesn't stay on C9 but doesn't stay in LCS.
Well, irrelevant to who? Because if he goes to the LCK and starts performing and
Yeah.
on a team, there's a chance he goes to a sandbox or something and they just become a bad team. That's what sucks. But I don't think that's going to be irrelevant.
Here's my take. I would love to see a movement pushing teams to retain players for longer.
That's what I like that.
Yeah.
I think that like teams are so scared about becoming irrelevant that we never really get like teams that have like these long storylines.
Oh, the microphone is not catching up. So we'll get it fixed. I can hear it over my ear, so we'll get it out. Yes. There we go. Okay, so one more time. Maybe we got it working. Let's try. Oh, it's not working now. It's okay. So you were just saying you're worried about a situation where you're just frustrated with teams that are. You want teams to like stick on a set of players and really like let them go because you're worried that they're so worried about the teams are so worried about irrelevance that they aren't willing to like risk keeping players around for longer if they have an off season. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I think that is a fair concern. I would like to see teams do that more. I do think it is cool to see the story around Golden Guardians players ending up at 100T for a longer period of time. And I do hope that we see these players stick around. And I think EG in particular would be really cool to see those players like JoJo and Danny become like franchise players for EG. So,
And I agree with that. I think the one problem, a big problem in the LCS, is the fact that so many teams, split to split, just change wildly. Not a lot of people remember the fact that TSM had Kobe and Dardoch on that roster for spring split of last year, I'm pretty sure. And so it's like split to split, you're just seeing such massive player changes, and there's never a commitment. So the one thing I liked, I'm just bullying TSM now. The one thing I liked about TSM is that, hey, they had Spica for, from 1 year to the next. And now hear rumors about Bo, and I'm like, wait a minute, keep Spica, that's stupid. So it's just a constant frustration about teams working and developing with a player and then saying, actually, there's a new player, a shiny new person that we're ultimately going to work with and say, actually, you have a problem. We didn't expect this problem. Let's move to the next player. It's a constant pendulum. I have a problem with this.
you want to try your microphone? I think they fixed it. Nope, not yet. Okay, we're working on it. Okay, thank you so much. Let's see if this microphone works. We'll test it. Hello, what's your name? Oh, okay, I can hear you. I don't know if it's coming through. Ito from Bakersfield, California. They can't hear you, but I can hear you, so I will translate your question out. Question about League. Evelyn is supposed to be a gender-fluid demon that seduces people. Do I think legendary skin for Evelyn, where they are a guy? Okay. Because Evelyn, the premise is Evelyn is supposed to be a gender-fluid demon character that seduces people. I think there's a Reddit thread about this. Did you see a Reddit thread? Yes. Okay. So there's recently a Reddit thread. So if you didn't see the Reddit thread, there's been conversation about this in the community. So the idea is, if Evelyn's supposed to be gender-fluid, create a skin where you get like a more masculine Evelyn version, a masculine skin for Evelyn. I think that would be sick.
I did not know that. That's interesting. Because the only thing I knew about Evelyn, I mean, I played Evelyn, sure, is that there was the skin spotlights where you hear all the quotes, and it goes through some of the item quotes. Do you know the item quotes? Let's just say, guys, you should buy Void Staff.
No, I think that would be super cool. I would love to see that. I think one of the challenges is Riot tries really hard to maintain like the silhouette of a character so that you go into the game and you're not like confused by like, oh wait, what is this character or whatever. It's like very easy in your brain, like if you've watched a lot of League or you've played a lot of League, that it's instantly identifiable. So I think there'd be some challenges there. But yeah, here, try your mic again. Nope, not yet. We're still working on it, but I keep getting.
Hello.
There you go. Okay.
I did myself.
You had turned it off.
So I
These
tested
poor
it.
production people have been.
I threw them off because I tested it. It didn't work. I changed it.
Yeah, yeah.
That's on me.
Okay.
So yeah, I think that's fair. I think that's a good point. the silhouette is important, but sometimes some of the champion silhouettes have changed.
Yeah.
Some of the Lee Sin skins and all that, so it makes it a little murkier. So I do think they care less about silhouettes throughout over time.
Yes.
Or with some of the more complex skins. So that would be cool.
Yeah.
Sometimes, I don't know about this case, but based by region to region, there's going to be more restrictions.
Yeah.
So they keep that fluidity, I'm sure. So people are not saying what the character is.
We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Either way, thank you for your take. I really like that. That was a great one. Thank you so much. Okay, Ultra Academy. Is this also a what is this? Is this a jersey? What team is this? Call of Duty professional team. Okay. Well, sorry,
Nice.
we don't have any of that here for you. Oh no. What's your name and where are you from?
From Spain.
From Spain. Awesome.
Yeah.
I assume you did not fly from Spain exclusively for LCS final.
Actually study in Rice University.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Houston.
Cool. Well, welcome to the event. What do you want to talk to us about?
So it's a bit off topic, but it's a question for you. Do you think G2 will ever win Worlds?
Do I think G2 will ever win Worlds? Well, I think their best chance for a while, unfortunately, was when they were in the finals. And so I think that was, unfortunately, their best chance for a bit. Because, I mean, I'm very happy that they did so well in spring. It's cool. But I do think it'll take a little bit for them to rebuild kind of like the dynasty that they had. But I do think that we will get a European team to win at some point in time, and that G2 is like a very good candidate for that. I don't know. What do you think, Raz?
A constant thing at Worlds has always been people underestimating European teams, Western teams, and how they'll actually perform. And I know that G2 in the past, when they had perks and caps and everything, went really far, went to the finals versus, and I predicted them to win that finals, right? So I think expect the unexpected is how I'd go about it. I would say semifinals, so I don't think that they would win Worlds. But the usual takeaway is that Western teams will go to the event, will suck in boot camps, will get thrashed in scrims, will then go through group stage and everything, and they will just learn throughout the stage. That was the case, I remember, when Samsung ended up winning finals. People just kind of waved it off because it was a Korean team. But they were second seed or third seed, if I remember correctly. They lost to RNG in the group stage. They were clearly a team that got better throughout the event and learned a lot throughout the event. And G2 has young players in Flakked. And even though Broken Blade was in North America, and we send our regards, and he's been through the gulag of Schalke, he is actually a special player, a great top laner, creative in how he can, the Yone pick is a good example. He has creative elements that can throw people for a loop in draft. So the quick answer is no, I don't think they'll win. But the long answer is do not come in with a composed idea of what Worlds will look like, because they will surprise you.
Thank you very much. Best of luck. I love that you're from Spain and you're asking about G2. It's great to have.
Hell yeah.
You've
The
snuck in
owner's
here.
Spanish, so.
Wait, you have a message for Carlos?
Yeah, any message for Carlos?
Viva España.
There you go.
Very good. Thank you. Okay. Really quickly before we get to you, I do want to just check in because I realized I haven't had a chance to. You dropped in unexpectedly, which I appreciate. But are you on the broadcast at all today?
I'm going to be on the broadcast today at the analyst desk.
Fantastic. People are very
Hell
excited
yeah.
about that. I want to ask you, do you want to, Mark teased his prediction. Do you want to tease your prediction for today?
I'm going to tease mine by saying it's boring as hell.
Okay. Boring as, I mean, I actually think it's hard to know. I guess you're going to.
Well, my prediction is boring. So you should be able to have some spicy predictions now.
We've had a lot of people that have been saying EG, so I'm interested. Yeah.
There it is.
Well, people are very
look,
excited.
You're going to be happy.
Okay, did you knock over my water? Or
Wait,
no,
what are these?
These are our cards earlier. Sit back down, please. The production is trying to.
Look.
They're trying to keep the show on the. Okay, anyway.
Are
hello.
they? Okay.
Yes. You've been waiting. What's your name? Where are you from?
I'm Charlie. I'm from Boston, but I'm also studying at Rice. I actually dragged him here. He's actually a challenger Call of Duty player. So he's a professional Call of Duty player.
Oh, you're a professional Call of Duty player.
He undersold it a bit.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very congratulations. You might like our new commissioner. She used to do Call of Duty stuff. Anyway, sorry. Hello.
But we look like idiots.
Yes. What do you want to talk about?
Yeah, I just wanted to ask, I'm wearing the Cloud9 jersey. Do you guys think Cloud9 is here if they don't drop out less at the beginning of the split?
Oh, if LS was here, if LS was still coaching, would they be here?
Oh, I can answer that one.
Yeah, go.
I have an answer for this one.
Yes.
It's going to be a spicy one. So, my opinion personally is that look who's on that team and the coaching staff. Vagar V2, Max, Waldo, Fudge. There's a lot of people that believe in LS's philosophy, right? And they're still down this track. And here's my thing, generally speaking, so it always comes down to speculation, is that if someone gets removed, like if a coaching staff gets removed, a lot of the times if there's disrespect to the management or ownership or anything like that, usually teams are pretty malleable. They'll be fine unless if there is a player disagreement, unless if the players themselves, and I don't want to go too far in which, what the speculation would be. So my thing is, I don't think they would be here in finals. That I think that the same problems that exist currently would exist still. If only there would be more frustration. Just because LS is the person that built this team, built the coaching staff and everything. But at the end of the day, you're still going to have players that think the same way that, like in this case, I'll use an example. Summit knowingly had a small champion pool from the very beginning of the split. And yes, LS in the first week was able to convince not only Fudge to play Soraka, but Malphite top lane, right? So you wanted to still see more of that. But the problem is more so the continuous buyout. Buy-in, I mean.
Yeah.
The continuous buy-in that this is the right way to believe, and for me to fundamentally change the way I play the game and how I think about the game. Because even though we saw Summit play GP, Ornn, and all that shit, my bad.
All that stuff, yeah.
All of that stuff in the Golden Guardians game, but you play how you think you should play when you respect the enemy team, when you're going up against the top 3 teams. So I'm a pessimist, and it always comes down to hypotheticals. I don't think there would have been change.
Yeah,
but I think a lot of people would make the case that it's because of the idea of authority, that LS would have the authority to make that change and to instill that seniority, the age differences. People would say that would be the case in Korean culture as well. But I'm generally pessimistic on these things.
I don't think that the issues that prevented Cloud9 from getting here were issues that LS could have fixed during spring. Like, I like Winsome. I've interviewed him. Like, I think the fact that they had to make a last-minute change as evidence that, like, he was not where he needed to be to get this performance going. I know there's a ton of LS stands out there, and so everybody's like, what are you talking about? LS or C9 would be winning MSI if LS was here. But I think, like, a coach can only do so much, and I think that this is still, like, that is a team of, like, newer players overall. So I think they have some more stuff to figure out. I don't know if LS would have been able to get that all smoothed out by the time we got here.
Thank you.
So I think we've got time for one more question.
right.
Two more minutes. I'm sorry, folks. I'm sorry.
Hello.
I'll be around. Hello. What's your name? Where are you from?
I'm Matthew. I'm from Los Angeles.
From LA. Hey, congrats.
LA. Hello.
Yeah.
I'm gonna shout out my girlfriend real quick, Cecilia. I love you.
Nice.
Awesome. Okay.
Let's go.
Hell yeah, Cecilia. Let's go.
Yeah.
So my question is, do you guys think NA will show up at MSI?
Oh, this is the question we're ending on?
What's the question? I didn't hear it.
Will NA show up at MSI?
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
All right.
You have somewhere to be. We both
All
have
right.
somewhere we have to be, unfortunately. Oh, here we go. We're getting her. She's going to hide your badge. Hide your badge. Avli's here too. Avli, is NA going to show up at MSI? Oh, steal Raz's mic because that one's off. Yeah.
Of course, NA is going to show up at MSI.
NA Hopium.
Of course.
Hopium.
They show up every year. They go home a little early, but that's okay. They're going to show up.
She's coping.
The answer to this one is
ping advantage. We have ping advantage now. Finally, 35 ping.
T1, now RNG, G2, 4th place. I'd probably say.
You think we're 4th?
Yeah, I think it would be the fight between us and G2, maybe.
Yeah, no, we'll be
can
better than G2.
We can take advantage of inexperience on some of the players like Flackid, a little bit of Targamas there. But at the end of the day, I still think that G2 is going to be better.
No.
Oh,
I will go on a limb. I don't care
pessimistic.
which one of these 3 teams we're sending. We're going to do better than G2 at MSI.
Yes.
Where's the man from Spain? I'm sorry, man from Spain, but I think we'll do better than G2.
Absolutely not. G2 is the crapper of LEC teams. And I will say that to Carlos' face. Carlos, the crapper of the LEC. Thank you very much.
Okay, very good.
Just remember, after TL dropped out, who did you do content with? Who did you work with?
G2.
They said they were going to fly me to Paris, man. I wanted to see the Eiffel Tower and eat a croissant.
Okay.
Croissant?
This was a quick one, so we'll take one more question. Thank you. Even though your sign is
Oh, this is a good sign. Can we get a close-up on the sign? Is it possible?
Unfortunately not. Unfortunately not.
Okay, it's the C word for Kobe.
What is your name
Kitten
and where
for
are you
Kobe.
from?
My name's Sean. I'm from Phoenix.
From Phoenix, nice.
Yeah, but I'm from Houston, 27 years.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah.
There we go.
My
Houston,
question.
cheers.
My question for you. You always talk about viewership. What finals do you want to see to try to exceed like the viewership count?
TSM C9.
Wait, what finals do we want to see?
What finals do you want to see in order to break viewership records? The joke would be TSM C9 because I think that's how you get the most folks in.
Yeah.
TSMC9, maybe TLC9.
No, I think for this weekend though, he's saying 100T who?
Oh, 100
is gonna be
TTL.
The best fans. Yeah.
100 TTL.
Yeah.
Hands down.
I do. I mean, Team Liquid does have more fans than Evil Geniuses. I'm seeing a lot of Team Liquid jerseys in the audience, not as many Evil Geniuses jerseys. I think EG has the chance to try to change that this weekend if they do well and they win and et cetera,
And here's
et cetera.
the thing.
But
I love seeing the amount of EG jerseys that are growing and growing. I remember when I was in the LPL and my boss was freaking out because there was a potential for a JDG top esports finals, right? At the time. It was like 2019, 2018, around there. And like, yes, for current viewership, that would be unfortunate. But for the long-term viewership, for the long-term goals for next year and all these things, it's amazing. Players like JoJo and Danny may not be like high viewership now, but it's what people will want to see in the future. And it's stages like these that create those kind of fandoms. So I love it. I'm down with it. If we want to see the LCS grow, if we want to see people's like fandom grow, it's for up-and-coming players and organizations that are punching and punching and punching to get there.
well, thank you so much for your question. We'll see. We'll
Thank
see what
you,
happens.
Grubhub.
Yes, thank you. Thank you for shouting them out. That's fantastic. Okay, so we're winding down the Q&A now and winding down the stage because the games are going to start not too long from now. Raz, what do you want to shout out as we're done with our little Q&A session here on stage?
Is there a chance for one more question? I don't want to. There's one more.
Okay,
Is it okay?
fine. Yes.
This
fine,
guy was
fine,
all.
fine,
This
fine.
guy.
Yes. Production
was
scrambling. yes.
Excited the
Yes.
entire time.
Yes. Hello.
I'm gonna give you a razzle dazzle later, Raz.
Boom.
I'm gonna give it to you.
What is your name? Where are you from?
So I'm JP. I'm a Houston native as well. Thank y'all so much for bringing it to Houston because we've been waiting for so long. I'm the biggest Team Liquid Texas fan for show. Motorcycle
welcome.
got wrapped this week. It's
Boom.
amazing. So my question's about franchising. So we're talking about homegrown talent. I love EG and what they've done with homegrown talent. But when are we going to see more franchise teams available so that we can access more homegrown talent instead of just 10 teams?
You want to expand the league?
We need to
I love
expand
it.
the league. There's no question about it.
This guy over here in the TSM jersey is grimacing. He doesn't want TSM to be 12th.
What did he say? What did he say? What did he say?
I said he doesn't want TSM to be 12th.
Oh my God! There we go.
We need Mr. Beast in the LCS.
I like that. Or Rick Fox. Rick Fox, bring him back. So what do you think?
I don't think that I would like one day for the LCS to be the size and scale where we can have 2 more teams in the league.
Nah, man.
I think we've got some work to do before then. I think having audience folks like you come out and fill up these seats is a big step towards that. But I want to see us continue to fill more and more seats and get more and more viewership before we get 2 more teams in the league.
So I think there are enough players that are at a strong level in Academy to be in the LCS and compete, right?
Agreed.
Like right now we're seeing from 100 Thieves Academy, Team Liquid Academy, you can name them. You know, my boy Chime that's down there who's in the LCS for a little bit. So I think that there is room for players. Organizations is a difficult one. I think that one's been tough for me in terms of like how invested are they in the LCS and all of that. So that one for me is a little bit of a struggle. And I know the current owners would be not like the idea just because that would devalue some of their spaces. But I for sure think long term, I would like more teams in the LCS.
Yeah. Ovally?
And I mean, if that's a type of future that you want, support the teams who are supporting the communities. Look at FlyQuest. We had CLG, 100 Thieves is out here, Team Liquid, EG. All of these organizations, no, they didn't show up.
Apparently, EG told me to touch grass.
Oh, there was grass. Look, it's still stuck to my shoe. Touch it.
Yikes. I don't know if we might be violating some codes.
Support all the orgs that are pumping back into the community, because if we make the community bigger, we make the player base bigger. If we make just the esports scene bigger, that's how we can eventually expand. So go buy their merch.
Yes. Oh, yeah. Thank you so much for the question.
Thanks, Travis. I appreciate it, guys. Thank y'all so much.
Yes. Okay, Raz, you're on the phone.
I just have to make sure that I'm not late.
Okay, well, let's wind things down.
Yeah.
We don't have the computer up right now, but shout out to everybody in chat. Good to see y'all.
Shout out to all these people.
Shout out to everybody in Twitch chat.
And shout out to all of you guys who are here for us, here for the event. I just want you guys to have the best damn time possible. I was about to say another word, but I appreciate your sponsors, Travis.
Thank you.
Not say the other word. But yes, enjoy yourselves, you brand friends. Enjoy the experience because it's been 2 damn years since we've been able to do this stuff.
3, almost.
3?
Almost 3.
Almost 3.
Yeah. Ovally, any final thoughts or statements?
Guys, one huge round of applause for Travis for coming out here and doing this thing, because he has been trying to do it for so long.
Thank you.
Him and Grubhub really put their whole heart and soul into making this happen. So shout out to them as well. And don't forget to watch tomorrow's Grubhub's Feeding Frenzy, because that's where I'm going to be along with Doublelift and Tyler One. Plug.
Yes.
But yeah.
And use code FRENZY when you're checking out this weekend.
Use code FRENZY.
I think through May 2nd.
So who's going to be with you there?
Doublelift, Tyler One, we got Nikki Taylor, we got Scooch, we got you Jelly, we got Lux, we got
Medios.
Vern, we got who else?
Medios.
We got Medios. How many more am I missing? Am I missing more?
I have no idea. You're probably on the bottom of the totem pole of those personalities.
Yeah. Kangas and Space Ghost, I think, are casting. So
both
yes,
are casting as well.
Yes, very good. Okay, for me, thank you all so much. We did Hotline League in that first hour. We did this Q&A in the other. I'll get the stuff up on YouTube if anybody's watching live and they want to see some more of what you might have missed. But thank you guys so much. I hope you all have an amazing weekend. I hope we get some great matches. Raz is taking a selfie with you. Thank you so much. Thank you, Grubhub. Big cheers. Have an amazing weekend.